How's it going, everybody? And welcome to Fortress Melbourne. It is a beautiful evening and the atmosphere is unbelievable. The crowd is restless, the players are hungry, and the Alienware Arena is completely packed for our beautiful Fortress House Cup tonight. I'm here joined by Matsy, and I'm your host, Quicksand.
Thank you so much, Quicksand. It is a pleasure to be here, and I am super excited for everything to get underway here. Obviously, we are in Season 2 of the Fortress House Cup. We've previously had Apex Legends, Tetris Effect Connected, and we're on to Rocket League here for week number 3. So I'm definitely excited to see how Rocket League shapes up, because I think, as you might be able to see behind you, we've got one heck of a crowd.
You hear that? Oh man, it's so good to be back live. It feels good to feel the audience, and especially after such a long time. I mean, you were casting a lot more during COVID, so to have everyone around, to get the vibe, it's just unbelievable.
Absolutely. It's definitely a pleasure to have everyone here supporting their favorites playing in the tournament and just getting around it to check out the venue as well. Big shout out to everyone in the crowd again, as you can see on your screens, everybody. G'day, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yes, we do have Rocket League here this evening, and it is going to be a ton of fun, isn't it?
That's right. We've seen some beautiful teams set up in the crowd, some players I might spot my eyes on that I've seen play before, and we even have a caster in the crowd, don't we?
Yes, we do, actually. We've got one of our Rocket League Week 2 casters coming at you in one of the teams this evening. I believe their team name is We Have a Caster, so big shout out to Tins there, who will be playing in this here tournament. I'm keen to see how Tins shapes up, because, you know, I know that Tins can get behind a mic, but we'll see how they perform on the actual game.
Okay, Matt, so this is the Fortress House Cup. What are the houses? What are we playing for?
So, the houses in question, we do have House Jim, House Boots, House Karina, as well as House Vela.
Nice.
But, obviously, the House Cup, we got a few different games, as I talked about before. Apex Legends, Tetris Effect Connected, Rocket League, and we've got plan for each of the houses there, Karina, Jim, Vela, and Boots. So 4 houses, all different colors. You've got blue for Jim, red for Karina, yellow for Boots, and purple for Vela there. But each week, you get to play for a point system. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, and don't forget there will be a $1,500 cash prize pool to kick it off, and it's going to be split up amongst all the teams. First place gets $700, second gets $400, and third and fourth get $200. Besides that, the points are broken down by the teams that win. The team that comes first gets 1,000 points for their team. The second gets 700, third and fourth gets 500, and so on, putting their teams up in the lead for the House Cup.
And obviously, already we have had a couple of weeks in regulation here for the House Cup, so definitely eager to see how things have shaped up over the previous weeks. I believe that House Vela was in the lead from memory there, so looking pretty similar to how Season 1 actually ended, because House Vela did actually take away the grand prize at the end of the day.
That's right. Vela has been on top of everything so far. And we did the quiz earlier, didn't we, Matt? To find out what houses we were in. If you haven't done it already, there is a quiz to find out what house you're in. So make sure you find it. You know who you're supporting tonight. Yeah, who did you get, Matt?
So I'm actually a representative of House Karina there. So definitely getting behind the house in red. I believe from the quiz, it's a house that fights for justice and honor.
And I got the blue house. I'm sticking with Jim. We're adaptive, we're brave, we're unstoppable, and we're hard-headed.
Definitely loving all the different
there
houses there. Oh, hello, Jim. Oh, we've got cash prizes, though, coming at you. First place is going to be taking away $700 dues today, followed up by $400 for second. Third and fourth place will be able to take away $200 each there. And we've also got some spot prizes today.
That's right. Our play of the day, provided by Telstra, is going to be 200,000 Telstra Plus points. That's going to be able to net you things like a controller, a new mobile phone, and plenty of things on the Telstra website. As well as that, we have the Alienware MVP, and us casters will be choosing that MVP for tonight, someone who's playing brilliantly, showing respect, courage, and being nice to their fellow players. They will be taking home the Alienware Peripheral Pack. And what's the Jester prize, Matt?
Well, the Jester prize happens to be one of the most amusing plays that could happen throughout the tournament. You know, for example, there might be like some kind of crazy funny demo that comes through, or maybe someone accidentally hits the ball into their own goal whilst trying to defend it. There's a variety of different takes that you could have there for the Jester play. So I'm keen to see some of the players' creativity throughout this evening.
That's right. So make sure you're shooting for all of these prizes. And if you got something funny coming up, make sure, you keep it up. We've been looking for the Rule 1, Matt, and hopefully we see that tonight.
Absolutely. You got to respect the Rule 1. I'm keen to see if that will be respected tonight, if it does actually come to fruition. Because, there are those rare occurrences. It could make its way through.
And again, we are in the Alienware Arena, presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware. So thank you once again for this beautiful arena. Everyone seated back, everyone on their computers. It is looking amazing. And right now, we can get a look at our house standings. As you said earlier, Matt, Vila is far ahead with almost 4,000 points. In the past week, they managed to pick up 2,583 points playing Apex Legends. They managed to pick up 1,350 points playing Tetris Effect Connected, and they're looking to pick up more and put their house even further ahead. Look, Jim's doing pretty good. We're sitting on 2,000. I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I mean, you happy with Karina is?
Yeah, it's at that midpoint at the moment, isn't it? We've got 1,700 points respectively, so not bad to say the least. There's still room for more points to be earned, so, it's not the end just yet. Still going to be competitive all throughout, that is for sure. And obviously, in a last place currently, we do have House Boots there on 617 points.
So if you are playing for your house tonight, you know where you stand, how much you have to bring them up. I mean, look, Boots may be at the bottom, but it doesn't mean they can't climb their way back up and they can take the victory, not just tonight, but overall in the House Cup.
We'll see if they are going to be able to do it. Obviously, only a few more weeks of the House Cup remaining with Rocket League in week 3 here, followed by Tetris Effect Connected coming at you again on the 24th of September. Be sure to register at fortressmelbourne.com/housecup there or tiny.cc/FHC for a little short link there. So definitely get behind any of the games because, there's a game for everyone. We've got a bit of Apex Legends, got a bit of Rocket League, and Tetris Effect Connected there.
And on that note, I think it'd be nice to discuss how our tournament's going to go down tonight. So again, we are playing Rocket League. This is going to be a 3v3 played using the standard game mode in a best of 3, and it'll be 2 open qualifiers the teams play in. A single elimination, meaning if you lose your best of 3, you will be completely eliminated. And then the top teams from both those qualifiers are going to be playing up against each other to win the grand prize.
It definitely shows that there is one heck of a pathway ahead of all of the players here, and I'm sure that they are eager to get the action underway as well. Speaking of the format, we do have best of 3s all throughout up until the grand final, I believe, which will be played in the best of 5 setting. So pretty consistent all the way through there. I feel like best of 3 does give the players a bit of opportunity. Maybe if they start off a bit slow in map number 1, for example, they've at least got room to catch up in map number 2, or if they make it to map 3 as well.
And if it gets that long, we are certainly in for a fantastic night. Again, don't forget to follow Fortress, presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware, on all social medias. That is going to be at FortressMelb, and feel free to follow me and Matt as well. And it looks like we're just about to load in for our first game of the night. Broblegs versus We Dem Plat.
Definitely loving the creativity again coming out from the teams in this season of the House Cup because, last season of the House Cup, I saw some pretty creative names in CSGO as well. So here in Rocket League, it seems that they aren't lacking in any respects. So they're able to bring out all the creativity once again. Speaking of the teams, though, Broblegs going to be representing House Boots tonight, and We Dem Plat's going to be following you, Oscar, in House Gym.
It feels good to finally see my team represented right off the bat. If you haven't noticed already, me and Matt are actually split up very comfortably. Matt wearing his house colors with the red, and me wearing mine in blue. So I'm excited to see where the first game goes. Maybe Jim would be able to take their lead. And look, I hate to tell it to you, but we're going to take home this tournament tonight.
Well, we'll see how that actually goes in the games, but looks like we are just going to be loading in momentarily. Obviously getting the players prepped, amped up, and we are actually underway. Braves are going to be pushing their way forward through center field. A Spanish Soul goes for the defense. Looks like a goal is going to come all the way through from Braves to start it off. A nice quick start for Broblegs.
Brublegs must be really happy with that one. Braves just got a beautiful redirect right off the bat, and that one is flying into the back of the net to give Brublegs the 1-0 lead with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock.
Straight into the kickoff again here, though. Going to be on the Wheat and Platt side of the field. Trying to see if they can drop it down. Braves goes for the corner shot. Not going to be able to line it up. Good demo there from the Legless Spider, but unfortunately not able to defend it. Lethal for Life will be lethal with their goal. And takeaway number 2 for Brublegs.
2 in just over 20 seconds for Brublegs. Now 2-0 ahead against Wheat Dem Platt. And Brublegs must be feeling pretty comfortable right now. Once you take that 2-goal lead, it's much more comfortable than 1-goal lead. They could equalize, they could catch back up, but when you have 2 in the way, it's much harder for someone to step in.
Absolutely, they need to see if they can close that gap there. Otherwise, it could get a bit higgledy-piggledy for them. We'll see how it all plays out, though. Lethal for Life, trying to push forward. Forced to fall back, though. Braves at least delays the ball from pushing forward there. And Spanish Soul goes for the shot. Nice save there from Vive. Braves now trying to go for the clearance.
Yeah, beautiful save there from Vibes to deny Wheat Dem Platt's first goal as Brublegs turning around to try and bring it back. Wheat Dem Platt still holding on to big control of the ball, but off the wall. Possession is all over the place, and whoever can pick it up next is going to start looking for their next goal. We see Vive coming off the roof. It's going to come off the backboard, but that backboard defense is impeccable tonight.
Absolutely, but it seems off the center field, they will be able to find a goal. Wheat and Platt taking their first there, going for the fast break all the way down for the Legless Spider. Nicely done to maneuver that one through and take one back for Wheat and Platt.
Now, don't forget, tonight is a best of 3, meaning that whichever team, unfortunately, will lose that first game still has a chance to redeem themselves and come back. And I'll tell you what, Matt, I've seen my fair share of games of Rocket League, and there have been best of 7s that I've seen where teams get to 3 and the opposing team somehow finds, they probably let their big brother get on the controller or something, and they managed to turn the game around and win 4 straight.
Well, always has to have some kind of turning point there. Speaking of, there is going to be another turning point for Wheat and Platt as they find the equalizer. It's already 2 for 2.
That's a beautiful equalizer from Wheat and Platt, and that score is all but level. Practically reset. Let's take a look at 0-0 again. And Brublegs, who were looking so great off that start, they're going to have to keep holding that confidence that they had earlier.
Let's see if they can boost up the morale here. Braves tries to push it down. A good pick up there from Mikey Duda. Now trying to center it in for Spanish Soul. Going to be cleared out to center field here. Lethal for Life gets a tap through. Now followed up by Braves. Good descent back from Mikey Duda. Just clearing off to the side there. No one getting real control yet. Braves could go for a setup here, though.
And as I was saying earlier, we are here presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware in the Alienware Arena. We're actually in the largest gaming venue in the Southern Hemisphere tonight, which is such an honor. Fortress Melbourne, wonderful gaming venue. Everyone here tonight is just buzzing to watch their teams play, their friends play, and we've even had spectators who just come in to watch the games.
Yeah, definitely appreciate all of the support there from the players and everyone watching along as well. It's definitely awesome to be a part of this event. Keen to see more of what these games have to offer. Speaking of which, Vive now trying to clear it out for their teammates. See if they can get it off the field there. Good pick up by Lethal, though, not allowing it to get to their side of the field. Mikey Duda going to be able to find it back, though. The ball goes stagnant towards the center. Spanish Soul now trying to see if they can make some magic happen.
Now, Lethal for Life moving in the air with the ball. That is some beautiful air control as Legless Spider takes possession right back. The ball is all over the field, and both teams just looking to get their hands on the ball properly. Playing it down up to Vive on the ground. They're bringing it up front, but Mikey not letting it come any further. Lethal for Life on top of the ball, and that is an open net that's going to be stopped.
Unfortunately, not able to pick that one up there, but it could be room for the counter-attack here for Wheat and Platt. Perhaps not. Lethal for Life taking the aerial control. Lots of commitment coming through from Wheat and Platt. Good push through there, but not able to slip through the cracks just yet. Braves trying to set it up for Vive. Going to be cleared out again here. They're desperately trying to find some kind of clearance in this one. But the defense from Wheat and Platt is ever strong.
Yeah, after the first couple minutes of the game, everything has really quieted down. The defense has been extremely strong from both sides, sitting on that goal line, making sure nobody can squeeze that ball past as Lethal for Life had the open ball there, but it's left it straight to Spanish. And again, these goal line saves are just coming out of nowhere.
Just seems they always find the line that they need to clear to find an attempt here. It looks like now Lethal going to be centering it downfield. Spanish good to clear it offside there. Mikey Duda trying to do the same. Might have actually set up the enemy, but no. It's set back on the blue side of the court now. Lethal for life. Trying to pass it off to a teammate there. He's going to be picked up by Spanish Soul. Centered on the field. No one able to pick it up, though, as Vive picks it up first.
Big knife from Vive as they manage to bring it up for Lethal. Down in the hands of a beautiful open net for Braves to take that lead with 30 seconds left on the clock.
Great timing there for the Brobleg side. They're going to need to try and keep their grasp on that lead. Being 1 point up on game one here. Definitely going to instill some confidence in them. Still 33 seconds to go, though. Heading straight into the kickoff. This is where it's all going to count.
Wiedem Platts wants to bring it into overtime. They're not going to let this first game slip away from them. Even though it is a best of 3, you want to pick up that momentum. You want to pick up that tempo. And if you can get your team running at that nice pace and stringing the other team along to yours, then it's going to be really hard for them to find their footing in the game.
Absolutely, but 14 seconds to go here. Wiedem Platts just stuck on the defense for now. This could be a clearance they could play off of, though. Not going to be able to take advantage. It's pushed offside. Nice pick up from Mikey Duda there. They desperately need to get a goal through right now. Ball looks to be going ground, though. And that is it, everybody. Game number 1 goes to Team Broblegs.
Broblegs looking really strong in that game, but both teams were so tight. I mean, after the first couple minutes of the game passed, it started slowing down. People were sitting on their goal line. People were making really close and really tight saves, and I really hope we see that in the next couple games as well.
Yeah, it shows. Definitely looking very competitive thus far, but this is only the start of the series. There still could be potentially at least one more map to go, maybe even go the full distance and go to map 3 as well. I'm keen to see if we see a comeback from the Platts.
And don't forget, the top prize for this tournament tonight is not only going to be 1,000 points to your house, but you also get $700 walking home with you. I also wanted to jump on quickly for our Alienware MVP that we will be choosing tonight. That MVP will be walking home with an Alienware low-profile RGB mechanical gaming keyboard, as well as an Alienware RGB gaming mouse and an Alienware 7.1 gaming headset. So thank you once again to our Fortress House Cup, presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware.
Definitely keen to see which team will be able to win it out this evening. Take away some of those lovely prizes there. As you can see on your screens now, some players already having their games ongoing at the moment, and they all look very determined. I think I see one of them's actually brought an Eevee with them.
Is that a Yoshi in the back as well?
That's awesome. I actually love that. That's just fantastic.
Yeah, a bit of a Pokemon buff in the back as well. It makes you play better, doesn't it?
Yeah, you know, it's like your support animal. Yeah.
Yeah. If they don't let you bring animals in Fortress, what's going to stop you with a plush toy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's just the culture.
You have your support Pokemon, right?
Oh, yeah. Of course. I'll bring in my Squirtle. Absolutely.
I'm more of a Bulbasaur guy myself, but I think we can roll with whatever.
Well, you know, obviously we're opposites. I'm House Karina. You're House Jim. We're destined for battle.
That's right. I'll point out once again, we didn't get the chance to say it when we were on camera, but Matt was wearing his red for House Karina tonight. I'm sitting blue for my House Jim. I don't know if anyone else actually decided to stick with their house colors today, but I think at least we're representing. It takes me back to high school, you know, yellow house, blue house, green house. What house were you in high school, Matt?
Ooh, I was actually in the blue house in the sports carnival, so basically a traitor.
I was in yellow, so don't worry. We both jumped off our teams.
Well, that's all right. We found our true home now in House Karina and House Jim. Obviously, we do have a couple more houses as well, with House Vela as well as House Boots. So definitely keen to see more representation from the teams as well, because on screen at the moment, we did have the team from House Jim as well as House Boots. And I'm keen to see if there's some representation for the other houses further in the tournament as well.
That's right. They're taking a little bit to load in, but let's take a quick... I think we just found it, but just as we're about to load in as well, let's take a look at what happened last game too. A quick summary again was that we had 4 goals scored in the first 2 minutes of the game until things started getting a lot tighter. People started sitting on that goal line and started taking their time. And impressively, teams that play defense versus teams that play offense both match up very, very differently. And as they say, offense is the best defense. But, I mean, how do you like to play Rocket League, Matt? What's your... we're coming in next week, right? Next game day, there will be another Rocket League tournament as well. Are you going to be coming and playing, Matt?
We'll see how it all shapes up there, whether I can make it down and get in the spirit of the competitiveness as well. Speaking of Lethal for Life, going to be sending it downfield there, trying to go for the drop shot. It looks like they're going to be able to lock it in. Goal one for Broblegs.
Lethal for Life right off the bat, not even giving Weird and Platts room to breathe, and Broblegs taking the lead and potentially closing off the series already.
Straight in to the next kickoff. Widden Platts looking eager for revenge here. He's going to be pushed to their side of the field though. Nice shot off the wall from Spanish Soul there. The teammate trying to pick it up. Legless Spider will be able to send it down temporarily there. Good spacing there. Braves is going to be able to get the tap through though. Taking control. Vive goes for the shot and that is it. Number 2 going the way of Broblegs.
Oh wow, Broblegs picking up their second again, and the pace is looking exactly like it did last time. If they can hold it again and keep moving as they have last game, I mean, Weed and Platts did manage to pick up 2 more goals at this tempo, but we still saw Broblegs walk away in the end with their goal, and everyone has been so standout from Broblegs as well. I don't think there's a single player that we haven't said their name after they scored a goal or passed the ball or moved around. Braves, Lethal, and Vive have all been really confident on top of the ball tonight.
We'll see if they can manage to embody that further heading into the rest of game number 2 here. Legless Spider and co. Trying their best to keep the ball under control. Almost hitting the goal there. Luckily does get cleared out. Spanish Soul doing their best to do a bit of the same.
That was a beautiful clearance.
Ooh. Speaking of, cleared into the goal there. Broblegs take it away for number 3.
Unfortunately, wasn't stopped on the line. There was a bit of a deflection here as Mikey trying to back up the teammate. Legless Spider did get on top of the ball, but unable to deny it. And Broblegs is going to be up to 3 once again.
Here we go into the kickoff here. Looks like it is going to be on the Weed and Platt side of the field now. Dropping down to the corner. Braves trying to pick it up. Not going to be able to. Slight tap there from Vive. Looks like Braves is trying to clear. Legless Spider now taking a bit of control. Open season. It's a counter-attack. Weed and Platts taking their first.
A nice little open goal there and some beautiful dribbling skills here from Legless Spider to bring the ball straight down the field, and that goal was just begging to have the ball kicked into it.
Absolutely. And here we go again. We are into the kickoff. Broblegs and Weed and Platts looking ever eager to try and get the ball here. He's going to be straight on the Weed and Platt side of the field. Good clearance from Spanish Soul. Does get picked up by Vive there though. Braves not close enough to pick it up yet, but that does change quickly. Looks like they are just going to hold steady for the time being. Vive gets a nice tap through, almost into the goal. Good defense though from the Legless Spider.
Legless Spider has really been showing more legs than we would have thought. All these blocks, all these saves, all over the place, and the ball can't find back of the net there from Lethal's aerial hit as Legless Spider looking to bring the ball up the field with a bit of a turnaround. The counter-attack coming down off the roof with the pinch and looking towards the goal, but Braves was not ready to let that one in today.
Not going to go down just yet. A ball going sky high now. No one looking to take control. Players seeking out a little bit of boost there. Does go towards the corner. Oh my word. What a setup there from Vive. Plays off the offshoot there and secures number 4 for Broblegs.
What a pass to themselves there as well. Bribe off the inside post onto the next one, straight into the wheels of the car to put them at 4-1 against Weed and Platts.
Here we go again, straight in to the kickoff here. Lethal for Life trying to just bounce it downfield. Not going to be able to get the second hit in there though. Braves luckily able to back him up, but Legless Spider having a bit more power behind the car there. Will be able to ascend forward. Vive now taking a bit of control to play off their teammate. Managing to find the counter-attack here. Some strong defense is coming in play for the time being. And Weed and Platts, hold on.
That was almost a disgusting redirect there. Once again, upside down, trying to deflect it off the bottom of their car, but it just couldn't be found. It's a Legless Spider, who always seems to be on top of the ball, crawling least where you think they will be, up in your bathroom, down in your bedroom, spreading their web, just making sure they can knock that goal in.
We'll see if they are going to be able to slingshot the goal through now. As the ball does get sent back. Braves able to keep control for the moment. Trying to play off the wall here. Nice setup. Could go in. Legless Spider bounces off the wall and stalls it though. Lethal for Life going for second innings now. This could be something in the works, but no. Weed and Platts ever vigilant on their defenses for the moment.
Only a minute 50 left on the clock, and Weed and Platts needs to turn into overdrive to turn these defenses into offenses to find 3 more goals to catch up to Broblegs here, or else their series will be closed out. They are looking to find something here now as Braves trying to get on top of the ball. Vive picks it up in exchange, but no one there to follow it up. Braves has zoomed to the other side of the pitch, trying to get their hands on the ball, but Weed and Platts are holding tight, and they are not ready to surrender tonight.
They will never let up. They need to hold on as long as they can. Try and go for 3 more goals to at least even it up for overtime. Legless Spider tries for it. Unfortunately, not able to hit the mark as quickly as Lethal there. Ball still going to be on the side of the field, though. Down to center. Braves trying to play off it now. It's into the corner. Might be able to catch it. They do! Nicely done. They've cut it through. And that is number 5 for Broblegs.
And that tension that was holding so tight, I didn't know which team was going to take that next one, but it looks like Broblegs have finally taken the advantage they have been looking for. 5-1 against Weed and Platts with a minute left on the clock, and this series is looking very, very tough to come back into.
See if they are going to be able to find a comeback with just under a minute to go now. Mikey Duda goes sky high, trying to play off their teammates, see if they can get the drop shot. Do actually find it in the end. Spanish Soul.
A bit of a consolation there. Oh, maybe I speak too soon. Maybe it's a bit of a catch-up starting here. I mean, I've seen crazier catch-ups before. I've seen a 7-0 game with a minute left on the clock, and teams have turned it around. So I've never written off a team yet.
We'll see if they are going to be able to manage it here. 3 goals is all they need in 51 seconds now. Weed and Platts are fighting for dear life here. Looking to push forward. Good tap from Vive, though. Lethal tries to play off it. Does dodge around it. Braves at least able to support them now. Pushing it to the other corner now. Lethal bouncing back. Vive now just trying to keep it there. All they need to do is stall it out at this stage.
Legless Spider just on the root of the ball there, and if they picked it up, there might have been the next one. The possession has been brilliant this game from Broblegs. They almost find the next one again off that corner post as Legless Spider tries to pick up the ball and turn it around, but they still can't get their hands on top of the ball. 15 seconds left on the clock, 3 goals to go. Broblegs holding this advantage strong, tight, and they are not ready to give it up. 7, 6, 5 as Brob sits back, gets comfortable, and they have successfully moved on to the next round of their tournament as the ball looks to hit the ground.
Yes, unfortunately, no way to come back at this stage, and it will be Broblegs securing the victory. 2 maps to 0 there. Confident start, and we'll see if they can embody that all throughout the tournament.
That's right, and I think the biggest thing to take away there was Broblegs had so much possession in that game. Regardless of whether they had the ball or they didn't, they were always moving to make sure they were in a very good position to receive it. And time again, where their passes would always roll off to the side, but even if they missed it, they were always on top of the ball over and over and over again. And I think that determination, that teamwork, that ability to pass between each other is what led them to victory tonight.
Absolutely. You could see that they had a lot of cohesion, a lot of synergy between them coming into that matchup there. And I'm eager to see just how much they can bring that into play heading forward as well, because this is all about getting a couple of your friends together, being able to make a team with the 3 of you and have the best time that you can. And you can tell that everyone playing tonight is having an awesome time.
That's right, and we will be running these events again. So if you're watching at home or even you're here in real life and you're saying, man, I could do that, I want to give it a shot, there will be another round of events once again with Apex Legends, with Tetris Effect Connected, and with Rocket League. So you're not missing out on anything if you still want to play.
Absolutely, definitely keen to see more of the action as well. Obviously, next week we do have the Tetris Effect Connected coming at you September 24, I believe. So definitely eager to see how that one plays out heading forward. We'll see what happens here though. But regardless, we are live here in the Alienware Arena. We are presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware. And we are keen to get some more Rocket League action underway because already we've seen some pretty fantastic plays, you know, maybe some contenders for our player of the day perhaps, maybe some MVPs in the midst. It's still early days yet though.
That's right, me and Matt are both keeping our eyes peeled for the player of the day, for the MVP and the Jester Award. So make sure that you're, bringing out your comedy, you're bringing out your best behavior, your respect for your teammates, and just good sportsmanship.
Absolutely, because that is what we are all about here at our Fortress. We definitely love to see a lot of good sportsmanship, and it's important that gamers of all levels can come and play and attend our tournaments. You don't need to be a pro player to play the game. You can just be any kind of player at any skill level and have a great time.
Let's take a look at this replay that we have on the clock. This is in our first game. Broblegs looking for their second goal of that game. And then we see Weed and Platts. They were bringing it back, and they kept it really tight. Like I said, these goals came in the first couple of minutes. 3 minutes 20 into the game, and we didn't see any until far later at 30 seconds left as Broblegs finally managed to find that breakthrough, taking their first game of the best of 3. Broblegs then, looking for that brilliant start that they took up in that first game, kept the tempo to their pace, and the momentum really just swung them forward. Broblegs with possession that just could not seem to be broken. They took their third, they looked for their fourth, but Wiedenplatz managed to turn around at one point, potentially looking for that comeback, and Wiedenplatz really were looking strong. Legless Spiders was a brilliant player, and so was Spanish and Mikey, doing a great job at supporting the star of their team. Legless Spider and everyone else on Wiedenplatz all doing their best to bring it back, and I think they set up a fantastic game for Broblegs regardless.
Absolutely. They're definitely able to work together like pieces of a puzzle there. They just fit together so well, and they do manage to come away with a victory here for Broblegs. But not to say that Wiedenplatz didn't do well, because they played a pretty good game as well. You know, we saw a few good goals come through from them there. So I'm definitely keen to see more of what other teams are capable of as well.
That's right, and stay tuned because we have so many more teams coming up tonight waiting for their games. Whether or not they get eliminated, everything is on the line. And don't forget, we are playing our best of 3 bracket. If you do lose your best of 3, you will be eliminated, and the top teams from both those brackets will end up playing in their finals up against each other for that grand prize of $700. What are you going to do with $700, Matt?
Oh, maybe you could use that to buy a new phone. I mean, they've got some Telstra points on the line for one of our wonderful MVP awards as well. So, you know, if you don't win the tournament, maybe you win the MVP award. There's plenty of options to get a new phone. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe I need one, you know. Us casters, maybe we got to start playing Rocket League instead. It looks pretty profitable to me.
I think so. I think there's definitely some good prizes on the line, whether it is cash prizes or otherwise other gaming things on offer there. Definitely a big shout out to Alienware and Telstra for managing to help us bring this wonderful tournament together, as we are presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware.
And on that note, we are waiting for that next game to be set up, so stay tuned, don't go anywhere, and I think we're going to jump to a brief break while everyone gets comfortable, grab your snacks, and I'm going to load into our next game soon.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Fortress House Cup, presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware. My name is Matsy. I'm coming to you live with my co-caster today. It is Quicksand. And Quicksand, we've already kicked things off with a bang here into week number 3 of Season 2 of the Fortress Melbourne House Cup. How do you think it's been going so far?
I mean, as I said when we introduced the stream and we said hi, the atmosphere is absolutely insane. There's actually so many people that have come in tonight, more than I've expected, and it's an incredible number. So it's good to have this kind of energy in the room, this many people playing, this many people participating, and it's great. I mean, I just had a bit of a walk around the floor. I talked to some people. I was having a look how they felt, and people are saying they're having a great time. Some of the players are just going off. They're laughing. They're cheering. They're having fun. And there's actually some professional players here that were walking around earlier. I've seen them around, and they are brilliant players, so it's good to see some of them hanging around.
Absolutely. It goes to show, like I was saying earlier, that gamers of all skill levels can come down and have a shot at the tournament. You know, they can definitely have the best time they possibly can, because that's the vibe that Fortress Melbourne is all about. It gives an opportunity for everybody to have a shot at whatever game you might want to play, whether it be Apex Legends this season, or Tetris Effect Connected, or even Rocket League. There's always something for everyone.
Don't forget as well, coming up in this September, we do have CSGO Blast coming in as well with Fortress, which you will be doing.
No, I will not. No, I'll definitely be down to spectate some of the CSGO Blast action. There's going to be a lot of great teams from around the region actually coming down to Fortress Melbourne to to play in the Blast tournament.
Look who's playing.
Oh, yes! We got our next game coming up, and it is going to be We Got a Caster versus 24's Up. So We Got a Caster, Tin's team.
That's right.
I see you.
So we were saying just before the game started, before the stream started, was that we have our caster 4 next week in the audience right now. Oh, not next week, sorry, next tournament. in the audience right now, and they are set up in the team. I'll give you $20 in the audience if you can guess which team they're on.
Love good. Bit of good spirit there. Speaking of the teams, everybody, we do have another team from House Boots. It is going to be 20 floors up, representing the house in yellow there, House Boots. And we have a bit of new representation coming through on the We Got a Caster side. It is House Vela. So definitely eager to see how both of these teams shape up. And I'm especially keeping a keen eye on Tins there, see how they perform, you know, because some people say, you know, casters can't play the game, but I'm sure that Tins is going to be able to deliver there.
I assure you very much we do play the games that we cast, at least just a little bit. But on that note, it looks like we're just about ready to jump into that first game. Oh, okay. 20 floors up versus We Got a Caster. And look at that. That's what I was talking about earlier. That crowd all sitting down, getting excited as we load into our first round of the best of 3. 20 floors up versus We Got a Caster. 20 floors up, they've got a custom account. A Fortress account, as the Fortress player has knocked in that first goal.
Looks like it is actually Exodus at Fortress Melb there. Take it away, their first goal for 20 floors up. It looks like we are going to be getting some lovely game sound as well. So here we go into the next kickoff here. Sweeper now trying to follow up is Exodus. Noisy Kraken, a 698, is able to push it back, at least to the blue side of the field. I love that physicality coming through from Kuma there.
That's right. We got Exodus, Kuma, and Sweeper all sitting on 20 floors up. We got Groke only, GR Tins. That's our player of the night, yeah?
Junior Tins.
Junior Tins. You know, that makes a lot more sense. And Noisy Kraken, 698, as 20 floors up, already up 1 goal. We Got a Caster struggling to bring it back.
Let's see if they can make it happen here. Nicely placed shot from Junior Tins there. Fantastic. They're just able to so precisely bring out that trigonometry, you know. This is how it's going to line up. And they lock it in.
Trigonometry, Pythagoras, whatever. Us casters know the game. Look, it might be a bit of an unfair advantage as well. Look, I actually studied a personal caster course. They taught me all about the angles you shoot in Rocket League, how to win the games. I think we've got a bit of an unfair advantage here.
We'll see if they are going to be able to bring that out, because already they come back with another goal and secure the lead in quick succession there. I love the setups coming through. Like, Exodus tried so desperately to stop it, but Groke only is just able to push themselves above and beyond there and go straight for the goal.
Yeah, that is. We Got a Caster up on 2 goals already, with 3 being scored in the tight space of a minute. This is a high-paced game as Tins deflects the ball off that top corner. Exodus not ready to give it back up, but that ball is flying in the air, just waiting for Kuma to pick it up, bring it down. But Tins, once again, has been on the ball so much tonight and isn't ready to give it up yet.
Let's see if they will be able to pick it up once again now, as Kuma takes a bit of control now. Sending it downfield. Sweeper trying to center it through. It's going to be cleared by Noisy Kraken there. Exodus ready to pick it up though. Right, little tap to come through. Straight through the center. Tins picks it up. Sending it down to the blue side of the field now. Kuma trying to see if they can manage something out of it. But no one able to get the crack in the defense just yet.
Not trying to get a Kraken in their defense. You know, We Got a Caster looking to bring that ball down again. Groke does not find that goal, but Sweeper ready to turn around. Coming on that counter-attack, Tins. Ball is denied, and it's looking like an open goal here for Kuma, but they can't find it. Exodus backing it up, and it's still not going in.
We'll see if that is going to change very soon, though. Kuma not looking to let up, trying to set it up here. Unfortunately, the boosts are not in their favor. They will be forced to descend back to the ground. It's going to be sent back to center field. Exodus tries to get the hit through. It's gone back to their goals. Looking a bit scary. Kuma luckily does get back in time, though. Now trying to go for a clearance and launch an attack again.
Sweeper now picking up the ball and turning around. Tins is once again holding that possession, but Exodus will not let it last for long. Kuma ready to bring this ball up. It's coming off the backboard, and Groke does find that deflection. Sweeper ready to pick it back up. Here it is, dropping in front of the net. Exodus can't find it as Groke blocks it once again.
Push it down to the Noisy Kraken there, trying to push it forward once again here. Junior Tins are ready to pick up the ball off the wall. Groke's only will be able to at least clear it out for the moment. Looks like Kuma's now playing past the passer with Exodus straight into the 1-2, and it pulls through. Even Stevens, it's 2 for 2.
Hey, that was kind of nice. That is a 2-all at 2 minutes for our second game of the night.
Definitely eager to see how much further this one progresses, because obviously it's not 2-all in a few seconds. Now it's taken a couple of minutes, so it goes to show the defenses are rather tight in this one. It could get even tighter. Tins pushes it down for their teammate there. Good to push it to the sky. Tins now waiting in the corner. Might have an opportunity here. That's a glimmer of hope. Do get the demo, and there's the setup. Nicely placed. A teamwork there by We Got a Caster as they take the lead.
And Noisy Kraken just turns the game around. We Got a Caster taking that lead. And after that demo, just an open goal to smack the ball back in. We Got a Caster sitting comfortably in the lead with 1:40 sitting on the clock.
Looks like the ball is going to be sent down to Junior Tins once again there. Nice pickup by Exodus, trying to get it into the goal. It's close. Good clear by Noisy Kraken, though. Trying to keep it as far away from their goals as possible. Kuma and Co, however, not looking to let up whatsoever at the moment. Just trying to break through the defenses. Nice pass out by Tins there. Will be stuck in center field now, though.
Ball trying to be brought up, and that's two people missing the bounce, as is followed up by the third. Groke just waiting for that save, but they can't hold on that possession. These goal line saves have been incredible, and no one wants to let the ball through. We Got a Caster holding onto this lead tight as Kuma just gets it off that crossbar, as We Got a Caster desperately looking to further their lead, get that comfort banner, but they just can't find it. 20 floors up, need to get this pick up to keep that lead, and they find it as Sweeper picks up the third.
Well-placed shot there, coming through by 20 floors up. 3 for 3 now, 55 seconds to go. This is going to be a real nail-biter here in game 1. And I'm eager to see which of the two teams is going to be able to pick it up off the kickoff. Here we go.
Big kickoff as Sweeper does get that advantage. Exodus trying to pick it up, but Kraken not ready to let his team go down the drain just yet. They want to hold on, and both teams, one goal could mean that first point in the best of 3. It is huge, and it's a big redirect from Exodus, but deflected off the line.
Ball still going to be in a play here, though. Exodus and Co trying to pick it up. Sweeper, nice tap through there. Will be well defended, however. Exodus now just looking to toy with it. Play a little boost games, maneuver around. Not going to be able to get all the lines through, but a nice pass through to Sweeper. Sets it up for the lead now. 24's up. 4 to 3 and 25 seconds to go.
Sweeper shatters it into the back of the net without any hesitation and gives 20 floors up a 1-goal lead, which are sitting, you could say comfortably, but We Got a Caster are just looking hungry to bring this one back, and they definitely will not sit down and take this. They still have their 20 seconds, and they are still looking. That's already a shot off, and they are not backing off. Noisy Kraken now coming back, but Tins has been holding onto this ball like it's his child as Kuma turns around, looking to bring that lead even further. The clock is ticking down, and Exodus does not find that final goal to finish it up, but it is going to be hard to finish it off here. Ball still holding in the air. Exodus trying to slam it down on the ground, and that is going to be the end of our first game. 20 floors up, taking that first game. Looking good.
Such a tight game coming through there. Both teams definitely having their fair share of possessions and goals there, but ultimately 20 floors up prevail in game number 1. I feel like game number 2 is going to be a true revenge story.
I gotta say, that was unbelievably close. Both teams were fighting tooth and nail until the last moment before 20 floors up just found that opportunity to break through. There has been a lot of high-scoring games, and a lot of these players are playing so offensively, looking for these goals over and over and over again, and it makes for a real fun game to watch, doesn't it?
Absolutely. You can tell that all of the players are having a great time playing in this team-based environment on a LAN as well. They're definitely getting into the zone in this one. And 20 floors up have been able to zone out game number 1 there. Looks like they're still focused up as well. You can see there's smiles across their faces. They're happy with how it's going so far, but we've still got at least one more game to go.
And I mean, you can't help but feel excited, full of energy, pumped when you're in the presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware, the Alienware Arena. Sitting here at Fortress Melbourne, and we don't just have the Alienware Arena here. We have so many other facilities as well. We have, it's a gaming paradise. With everything, we have arcades, we have PCs, we have board games, role-playing, console gaming, and parties. Downstairs from where we are as well, we have the tavern if everyone's looking to pick up a drink, play some board games, do some role-playing, get comfortable, and here we are in the Alienware Arena, just about to load into our next game.
Absolutely keen to see how it's all going to shape up into game number 2. We are just loading all the players back into the server there. And I'm definitely keen to see which team will be able to kick off with a bang here. Because, you know, maybe heading into this next map, we could see something similar to our last series. You know, a lot of quick goals coming through, a lot of ferocity.
Yeah, and like I said, it has been very, very fierce. Time and time again, both teams are looking to just push the ball up, and possession has been brilliant from both teams. As we saw in our first game, that possession was held so tight, and that's why our first team was led to victory. As we hear that countdown and 20 floors up, looking to close the series, we got a caster looking to equalize it and take their lead of the series.
Starting off with a bang there, Demo comes through, Noisy Kraken trying to pull through with a goal, it would seem. He's going to be sent downfield though, Croak only. You know, at least stop the ball from going any further. Sweeper manages to sweep past for the moment. Junior Tins now looking at a carry through there. Kuma good to bounce it through. Not going to bounce in the way they like it to. And will be sent off to the corner there to be picked up by Sweeper.
Sweeper's still been holding onto this ball, but loses possession. Kuma more than ready to try and pick it up, bring it out of their side. The pressure, we got a caster is just hammering this ball into 20 floors upside. We're barely seeing it in that blue area. A bit of a mistouch in the air, does hand it over to Exodus, who's looking to bring it down the curve. But luckily, Groke on top of the wall, losing that aerial battle as Sweeper now on top of the ball, sweeping across the enemy team. Tins bringing the ball up for his opponent, but Exodus was more than ready to bring it back.
We'll see if they are going to be able to bring it back all the way down now, trying to send it past the defenders. Does get cleared out, luckily. Kuma now looking to try and pick it back up once again, though. Cleared off to the center. Exodus desperately just trying to find some kind of room, some kind of inch to gain forward here. But alas, it will be. We got a caster's possession, at least for now. That could quickly change, though, because Sweeper is remaining absolutely ruthless, trying to push forward.
Now, Groke looking to get their hands on top of the ball as Sweeper gets a beautiful demo there. Just wants to hold onto the ball for his team, and we have seen a bunch of demos this game. The cars have been blowing up all over the place. It's like I'm in a Fast and Furious movie.
Maybe we could be in the next Fast and Furious Fortress House Cup edition, or maybe we are just in the Demolition Derby here. Regardless, Kuma and Ko going to be pushing their way forward again, trying to take it off Junior Tins there. Do manage to clear it out to the corner. Sweeper good to bounce off the wall. Exodus trying to make a center, but alas, it will be caught by We Got a Caster. Good stoppage there from Kuma. Not going to be able to follow it up, though. Junior Tins takes possession there, trying to pass it off to a teammate. Sweeper at least manages to catch it there. Now trying to quickly push it forward.
3 minutes deep into the game, and neither team has managed to find the back of the net yet. As I've been saying, and I continue to see, We Got a Caster has been hammering pressure on 20 floors up. They've been finding opportunities to get that counter-attack, but the ball is just sitting time and time again in that blue half as We Got a Caster have come back, and they are looking to score their first goal. They want to equalize this series, and they are not ready to back down just yet.
Let's see if they are going to be able to pull something together here. Good double commit towards the defense there. Does push the ball away from the goals. Exodus and Ko, though, still not trying to let up. A nice tap there from Sweeper. Will at least clear it to the corner. Groke only trying to center it on in. Exodus there on the pickup. Junior Tin stops it towards center field. Exodus able to follow it up again. Nice tap from Kuma as well. No one able to collect it, however. So it will go in possession of We Got a Caster now, but maybe not for long because Sweeper's already on the hunt.
Now, only 2 minutes left of the game remaining as Exodus brings up the backboard with no answer, but Tins was not ready to let that one in. Holding that goal tight like a metal wall. 20 floors up has still not high enough to find that angle to nail the ball in. They are looking, and these 50-50s in that air are always going either way. Neither team is managing to get that control of the ball consistently as Groke looks again, but it is denied, just like 20 floors up keeps doing time and time again.
The denial is going to continue all throughout this game, it would seem, as no goals have been scored with only 1:15 to go now. The pressure truly starts to build. Will we be seeing an overtime here, or will there be a goal before the timer runs through? It's all going to be decided by the teams now as it pushes through to the We Got a Caster side of the field again. Almost in the center there. Kuma picks it up, trying to go airborne. Nice defense coming through, though, and the ball stays in play.
Now we've ticked below that 60-second mark as neither team has managed to find one. Both sheets from both teams are still clean as it comes off the backboard, and Kuma can't find that deflection. The defense has been impeccable from both teams. They are always there to back each other up, and we're seeing double commits at appropriate times just to make sure that ball does not land in the back of the net. We got a Caster now taking control of that ball. Noisy Kraken trying to bring it back, but they still can't find the back of this net.
Just seems that they will find it in the end, though. 20 floors up at long last. Take their first goal. 22 seconds to go now. Pressure's on for We Got a Caster. They need to score at least one to try and play for overtime. Or maybe they can score two and pull ahead. It all comes down to this into the kickoff.
Sometimes once you break one, the rest come rushing, and we might just see a couple goals come raining down here as 20 Floors Up have finally taken that lead that they had been looking for on We Got a Caster. We Got a Caster now their backs against the wall, looking towards elimination as our 10-second timer starts ticking down. That goal is looking so open for Sweeper to just come in and sweep the victory for their team.
My word, it seems that, just like you said, the floodgates have opened, and it will be another goal for 20 Floors Up there. We Got a Caster. They have to score 2 goals in 2.5 seconds each. Definitely a hard task ahead of them, but not impossible. You know, maybe they can do it. 1 second to go, though. Oh, so close. They've scored one at least. They've scored one. Oh, I don't know.
We Got a Caster just looking to bring this game back, and on that 0-second mark, they nail it into the back of the net just to try and hold themselves into the game. Once that 0-second timer is hit, the game will end, and we do see 20 Floors Up take that victory.
Fantastic efforts coming through from 20 Floors Up there. You can tell they had a lot of synergy behind them, and they do manage to prevail. And it will be the side of We Got a Caster, unfortunately, being eliminated out of that part of the competition, but they may just have a further opportunity into Open Qualifier 2.
You know, look, just because We Got a Caster lost doesn't mean casters don't know how to play the game. Look, if you and me were down there, Matt, we'd be wiping this competition. We've had to remove ourselves just for everybody else.
Yeah, it's for your own benefit, everybody. It's for your own benefit, you know.
But 20 Floors Up did display an amazing game, especially up against We Got a Caster. Both teams were fighting tooth and nail time and time again just to find that lead. And especially in that second game, you can see how close their skills were. That defense was unbelievable from both teams, and neither could find that breaking point, that shattering point, that little hole in a storm, the little raindrop, just to start those floodgates as we've been talking about. But they finally did in the last 20 seconds of the game, and they have just cleaned it up.
Absolutely. Like, the defenses were completely bolstered almost all throughout that game there. Like, both teams wouldn't let up at all. There was no crack being found in the defenses whatsoever up until the end, like you said. And it's just unfortunate, you know, the slightest of misstep can be what unravels everything that you've tried to work for all throughout the series.
And look at our crowd there. Everyone looking fantastic. And a couple of cheers and a lot of excitement coming around. You can just see we are full to the brim with people. Everyone getting their drinks, everyone getting comfortable. I mean, how have you found the tavern, Matt?
It is a fantastic part of the venue. It definitely has a lot of character. Definitely encourage you to check it out yourself as well. Because, yeah, there's just a lot of great vibes all throughout the Fortress Melbourne venue, in the Alienware Arena, in the tavern, inside Arcade Avenue there. Definitely keen to see a lot more of what Fortress will shape up to once the Sydney venue releases as well in the future.
I'll let you take this replay away, Matt.
Yep, we do have the replay coming out for the game there, seeing how some of the greatness started to unfold here in a map number 1, where both teams managed to get equal, almost, slices of the pie there. Obviously, Exodus and Co managing to slice their way through a couple of goals here and there. And We Got a Caster managing to do a bit of the same, even taking advantages at some points. But when it all came down to it in the last minute of play there, 20 Floors Up managed to push through, go even further beyond. And they did manage to take game 1.
20 Floors Up were looking so comfortable in that game. And again, that first game was so close. As we walked into our second one, I didn't know which way it was going to go. Both teams were looking fantastic, and I wasn't wrong for thinking that. As we saw our first goal just in the last couple seconds of the game, We Got a Caster. They did find something just to finish it off with a nice little taste in their mouths.
Absolutely, and it will be a little bit of the replay there. Big shout out to Telstra for that replay as well. As today's stream is presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware here in the Alienware Arena. I'm definitely keen to see what our next games will shape up like. You know, we've seen a little bit of House Gym on screen, a bit of House Boots, a bit of Ella, but where's House Karina? That's what I'm wondering.
Look, I'm excited to see some more House Gym representation, seeing as we are the best house walking around, and we will take the crown tonight. But House Karina, you're right, we do have to see a bit of fair representation for everyone. So perhaps we will see some House Karina running up in our next game. But something we have to talk about that we haven't exactly touched on yet. We've already talked about our Telstra Player of the Day award. We've talked about our Alienware MVP. There's one more award, isn't there, Matt?
Yes, there is. It is the Jester Award. For everybody watching this evening, the Jester Award is going to be awarded to the player or team that has the most amusing play throughout the day. So if you're looking to take that one away, definitely do something funny in one of your games. Definitely keen to see which player or team will be able to take that away. But speaking of teams, hey, that's a familiar face.
Yeah, I wonder where I recognize him from, Matt.
I wonder.
Broblegs back from their first game, as well as another Team Gym team. Looking great. We got Big Goose lined up for our third game of the night.
Absolutely. We'll see if the Broblegs can manage to take it away again here. Definitely keen to see what they are made of. Taking on your house again, it would seem, in House Gym.
Well, let's get back to that Jester prize we were talking about earlier. If you manage to be the funniest moment of the show, if you manage to bring through your humor and display it to the rest of the crowd, you will be taking home the title of the Fortress Jester. You will be taking home a Jester baseball cap. Jam, I'm not playing, you know, I'd love to take that one home. And 2 Fortress Melbourne standard drink cards, as well as a Fortress Melbourne 2-hour PC pass.
I think that those are some pretty awesome prizes, if you ask me. You know, get some standard drink cards there, as well as being able to have some free play on the PCs. What more can you ask for? Speaking of, I think we're going into Neo Tokyo, if I'm not mistaken. My word.
What a bright map and a very active city as we load in with just screens everywhere. You know, I went to Times Square recently, Matt, and it kind of looked like this. I didn't see any Rocket League ads, but it was fun.
I'm sure it would be very impressive with all the flashy lights there, just like this map. Speaking of, I'm glad we're not on the original Neo Tokyo. We're on the new version. Definitely love to see a bit of Neo Tokyo regardless. Straight into the game, though. No goals being scored quite yet. He's going to be stuck on the Brobleg side of the field for the moment. Lots of pressure being built by Big Goose. We'll see if they can manage to push it even more.
It's nice to see some familiar faces so early in the tournament as well. Braves, Lethal for Life, and Vibe, all back, ready to prove themselves once again, push themselves further, and get into these finals. Now Vibe trying to hold up possession of the ball, playing it off for Lethal, who is bringing it up the field, but Schmood Operator, how do you say that? Schmood Operator?
I believe it is Schmoopinator.
Schmoopinator, that's
yes.
it, yeah. All right, let's roll with that then. Schmoopinator. As well as Scout and Clean Dust Mite. Never heard of one of those before, but it's good to see some Dust Mite representation on the field tonight.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like Louis the Fly, you know, from like the Mortine back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, definitely keen to see a bit more representation in that space for sure. Regardless, though, pushing it down at field is the Clean Dust Mite, trying to hold it in the corner there. Vive RL will be able to at least get a tap through for their teammates. Braves now looking to pick it up with Lethal for Life. Just going to be tapping it on through. Clean Dust Mite at least clears it down though, but it is going to be stolen by Vive.
And what we've been seeing from Broblegs, and we continue to see, is that brilliant possession as Braves finds the first of the game, 3 minutes deep, taking the lead.
Great start there for Broblegs. At long last, we do see the goal barrier broken by at least one of the teams here. And we'll see if the Big Goose will be able to push through and take away a goal of their own, heading into the kickoff right now.
And if you take a look at that replay closely, you'll see that Vive had a brilliant pass down to Braves, but it didn't end there. The off-the-ball movement is so important. Once the ball was on the ground, Big Goose was looking for a save, but Vive was... unfortunately, the Big Goose player didn't find the save, but Vibe was already on top of that player to look for some physicality and knock them out of the way just to allow his teammate to pick up that further goal. Broblegs' off-the-ball movement has been brilliant tonight.
We'll see if that is going to continue to be the case. Demo comes through there, at least taking down one of the members temporarily. Good clear from Scout is going to be collected by Vive, though. They're going to maintain possession downfield if they can help it. Lethal trying to push it towards center, won't be able to manage it. Braves there at least to pick it up before it falls off more. Clean Dustmite now going to do a bit the same, but it now stays on the Big Goose side of the field.
Lethal now looking to support his team and bring the ball back as Vibe was sitting on that goal line and just waiting for the save. Again, they are always there. You just can't seem to find Broblegs without someone sitting in that goal. And there, I'll say it, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Their ability to move off the ball has just consistently shown up time and time again.
We'll see if it is going to continue right here, right now, as Clean Dustmite pushes downfield, going for the fast break there. 1-2 pass, it's not in yet, but there it is, the secure for Scout. Big Goose find the equalizer.
There it is, Big Goose starting to look even bigger as they equalize against their opponents for tonight. Only a minute 40 remaining on the clock as we load into our next kickoff, and either team looking to break the equalizer.
Let's see if they can do just that right now. Ball goes center. Vibe picks it up there, sending it straight towards the Big Goose goals. He's going to be airborne for the moment. Nicely collected by the Clean Dustmite. Braves, though, is able to stop it. Scout, luckily able to support their teammate. We're going to send it straight towards the goals. He's going to be walled off, though, for the moment. Back to the reset.
There it is, as Scout starting to look, and that goal is looking right for the taking. A smooth operator just bounces it under his defender and finds that lead.
There we go. Big Goose managed to come back fiercely into this one, taking the lead for themselves. A minute 16 to go here. Broblegs, the pressure starts to build in game one. We'll see if they can deliver.
Now, Broblegs, they were looking so strong in that first game, especially with that overwhelming victory in their second of the series, but it looks like they found some tough competition to face up against. They want to equalize this one, and they are looking tight on time. As a minute ticks down on the clock, Braves off the ball is Schmoopinator. There we go, I think I got it. Is still holding on to possession of that ball. Vibe not ready to let that one go in, and the defense from Broblegs is still looking spectacular. Scout moves that one off the line, straight down to Braves, who still wants to hold on to that ball, but Scout is looking for the next one.
Looks like Vibe is going to be able to pick it up there, trying to pass a Lethal. He's going to be picked up by Schmoopinator, airborne. Lethal for life now, trying to stop it in contention here. Schmoopinator could shot through, but it will be sent to the orange goals. Vibe now tries to steal it back. Lethal for life, at least there to back it up, is going to be sent back in though, straight back to Broblegs' side of the field now. Just under 20 seconds to go. They need to find something, but it looks like it's another goal for Big Goose. Kill secured.
Off the demolition, we see Big Goose find that third goal and that 2-goal buffer that they have been looking for. And take a look at that. That is deadly, cleaning up the defender on the line that Brob have relentlessly placed. Big Goose have found that goal through some brilliant tactics.
Absolutely, and there's going to be many more to come for certain here. 10 seconds to go, just under now. We are down to 5, and it looks like Big Goose just going to be holding onto the ball, trying to go for another one. 1 second to go here. Map all but over, and game one will go to Big Goose.
Big Goose now taking that first lead in the series. They've taken their game. They're looking comfortable. They are looking strong, and there is one of the players I was talking about earlier. A brilliant Rocket League player that I have met time and time again. And it is exciting to see both these teams come up on the stage, and I'm excited to see what these next couple games have in store for us.
Absolutely, that was only game number one. And you can see everyone in the crowd there enjoying all of the wonderful action here in the Fortress House Cup. And I'm definitely keen to see what game two is going to be like, because, you know, it started off pretty good, but then it started to get so fast-paced as it all progressed.
Big Goose kind of just started taking the tempo of that game, taking the lead, and they saw what Brob had. As I mentioned, Brob had some brilliant off-the-ball movement that they were able to do time and time again. Whether it be getting back on that line, whether it be to be getting ready for that pass, they were always available. They were always ready for whatever responsibility needed to be done. So Big Goose said, hey, if they're always in the right place, why don't we move them out of the way? Whether it be a little bump or whether it be a great big demolition, we start to see Big Goose and Broblegs looking straight back into their game now.
And here we go again, straight in to Neo Tokyo. Clean Dustmite trying to play off the ceiling there. Schmoopinator almost gets the ball, does steal a demo at the bare minimum. Looks like they are now trying to play off it again though. Not going to be able to keep the ball close to the center there. Will be cleared out by Vive. Lethal for Life now doing a bit of the same. He's going to be picked up by Schmoopinator though. This could turn into something perhaps.
Big Goose are looking strong this game already. They've got confidence. They are flying around the map, and they know what they need to do now. They've gone to caster school, and they've learned all the formulas. They've figured out which one they need to use, and they are ready to apply.
Let's see if they are going to be able to put that into practice right now. Ball goes towards the center. Vive nicely placed there. No one able to collect it, though. He's going to be sent out by Scout. Clean Dustmite not able to pick it up themselves. It looks like it will be Lethal now. Pushing towards the center there, clearing it down towards the corner. Vive doing their best to maintain possession here. Nicely sent towards the blue goals, but it isn't going to be the lineup they need right now.
And again, Broblex, the pressure is being placed on them over and over and over again. Big Goose, they are so confident now that they've taken that first series. They can just constantly smack this ball down the field. And this color that we're seeing so often is just a light from that blue side. As Scout looking to smack it back down, but Vive does not want the blue to come again as they bring it up straight into the hands of Lethal, who can't find that redirect, but turns around to keep up the opportunity. Scout denying anything that Lethal was looking for, but Braves is already in the line to look for it. Scout backing it off. Schmoopinator building up for that counter-attack, and no one is back to defend. Vive on top of the ball as Brave can finally turn it back around.
Good to see the turnaround here. Is going to be at least counted by a Scout for now. Schmoopinator pushing it to the blue side again. Clean Dustmite able to center it through. Nice stoppage there by Scout. He's going to be down to Schmoopinator in the back lines. Looking to counter it out now. The blue team are doing a great job at maintaining the defenses, but they need to find that counter-attack as well.
Now, Schmoopinator sitting on top of that ball. They have still been looking for something this entire game, and it's looking like a bit of a flashback to the game we just watched. Scores are so tight. They are 0-all, and neither team has scored. Now, whether or not this is going to come down to an overtime, come down to a tiebreaker, or it comes down to, again, just one little drop of rainwater letting those floodgates open, we are going to just have to sit and wait as Clean Dustmite tries to get that 50 on top of the ball. Braves is ready to bring it back up, but Scout was into that open goal. Vive is just an iron wall for Brob.
And it seems the iron defense will be maintained all throughout here. But as I say that, Broblegs, they've taken their first goal from downtown.
What can't this player do? Vive can not only sit on that goal line and deny every single goal, but take them and turn them into their own as Broblegs takes the first goal 3 minutes deep into the game as Big Goose look to equalize off kickoff.
Clean Dustmite now reaching airborne. Going to try and pick it up. A nice send out though by Lethal for Life. We'll be trying to keep it in the corner there. Good clearance by Scout for now. Braves able to pick it up. Going to be put to a stoppage in the center. Looks like Lethal again trying to pick it up. Will be pushed out though by the Clean Dustmite. Vive gets a little touch of the pie there. And it's all down to Schmoopinator now, keeping it on the blue side.
Braves once again on top of this ball, and Lethal for Life is more than ready to pick it back up. They've got so much space and so much ability to spread out passes. The ball is still flying over the field. Neither team can find that solid possession of it as it keeps flying all over the place. Big Goose are desperate to pick one back up on Broblegs, but they just can't seem to find that steady possession on top of the ball. They've been playing so aggressive, as I've mentioned so far, as maybe I spoke too soon, as Scout finds a shot from so far away to equalize the game.
My word, here we go again, 1-for-1, a minute 18 to go. This one's getting spicy. I don't know which team's going to be able to take it here, but honestly, I want game 3. Because I just want this series to go on forever. And we'll see if that wish might come true here. Clean Dustmite pushes it forward, drops it in, and takes the lead. Goal number 2 for Big Goose.
Off this early and not facing any contention on that backboard. Broblegs, just no one was there to pick it back up as Big Goose is ready to not only take 1, but bring their team up for 2.
And here we go again, straight into the kickoff there. Braves going to be able to pick it up. A nice repossession by a Clean Dustmite though. Vive trying to see if they can stop it in the goals. Luckily got the tap through there. That one was looking a bit scary. do push it forward, though, nonetheless. Trying to line up a goal of their own. A good counter by the Clean Dust Mite, stopping the momentum there and forcing them to slow down.
Braves now bring it up, trying to defend their own side, but it looks like Big Goose is rolling with the momentum here as Smoopinator almost gets on top of the ball. Time is ticking and Broblegs will be eliminated from this series if they can't find their next goal. Big Goose all looking confident. They have been controlling that ball in the air. Almost a no contest, and that was looking at a next goal if Clean Dust Mite could finish that one up. 30 seconds ticking down.
25 to go now. Clean Dust Mite just trying to keep it on the blue side of the field here. Keep possession, so then Broblegs have no opportunity to go for more goals. Lethal for Life finds an opportunity though. Trying to push it downfield here. Trying to see if they can use their boost. Good tap to come through from Big Goose, however. They do not want to give them any chance at this one. Five desperately trying to line it up. It's all going to come down to these last 2 seconds. They're trying to keep the ball alive. It's still airborne for now. Surely someone can line this one up though. Surely something can happen, but no. It is all over. Big Goose take the series 2-0.
Big Goose looking like the big ones in this tournament. They are coming and they are ready to get their golden eggs back. They have been holding on to for so long. I mean, Big Goose have looked like such a strong team, and we did see Brob, and they've been playing so well. What a great opposition. They better be proud of themselves for that game, as I had a great time watching it. I think everyone in the audience did as well. So good job to both teams, and we are going to see Big Goose walking on to the next round.
You can see just by the player cams as well, they're definitely happy with how things have turned out there. A lot of enthusiasm coming through from our team so far, and I'm definitely keen to see a lot more of that. Big shout out to our production team for providing the player cams as well. You know, you can put a face to the players. I feel like that adds a lot more personality to the streams.
Yeah, I think this is my first time dealing with player cams, and it just makes things so much more exciting, so much more colorful. I mean, we get to see them do this to each other. I mean, who doesn't want to watch that? As we jump into our replay of that game, we're going to see how the first one went off and how strong Big Goose have looked. I mean, Scout was all over the place that game, in a good way, of course. They were at the back of the pitch, they were at the front of the pitch, and they managed to get that ball every single time their hands were on it. Clean Dust Mite as well. As I was saying, it's good to see some Dust Mite representation on the Rocket League circuit, as I don't see too much. And Big Goose just showing why they were the leaders that game. Getting that equalizer in the second game as Scout found it. And just seconds after, we saw Clean Dust Mite pick it up and make it 2 as the game finishes off, and everyone passing around fist bumps for a beautiful little celebration.
Absolutely. Definitely keen to see a lot from the Telstra replay there, and I'm sure we're going to see many more of those into our future series as well, because already, every single series that we've covered so far, the players have impressed me. They've really been able to synergize well, bring themselves together. One team might look strong in one series, but then there's another team just as eager, just as powerful, ready to try and match them.
And that's what makes these tournaments so fun. Just about anybody can come into them. If you've never played Rocket League in your life, if you've played maybe 20 hours, 100, 1,000, there's nothing that can stop you from signing up, and we have players from all walks of life here. And it is great to see, because some of these matches, I mean, these players are brilliant, but even if you've never played Rocket League, you come here, you get your competitive experience. Even if you lose your first game, even if you win a couple, you get that experience of learning, that experience of growing, and it's great to see. I mean, playing a tournament is Welcome back, everybody. It's good to see you again as we are back for our second round of qualifiers tonight. It has been an incredible series of matches we've seen so far. Some really close games and some real big nail-biters. I gotta say, I am excited to see what's next. I'm Quicksand, and I'm joined by Matsy.
Yes, hello once again, everybody. I'm super keen to get into our second set of open qualifiers, as well as our first set was absolutely thrilling. Seeing the competitiveness of all of the teams all throughout, you can tell that everyone is having such a great time playing out these series. Like, seeing just how neck and neck it's truly been all throughout is just truly impressive. And I feel like that's going to continue to deliver in the second set of open qualifiers as well.
I gotta say, after we had a brief break there, I again took the liberty to walk around, and this time, instead of checking out the wonderful facilities we have here at Fortress Melbourne, presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware, this time I took the liberty to talk to some of the players and some of the coaches, and I gotta say, some of these guys are so established in the Rocket League world. They've come up to me. They've recognized me for some other broadcasts I've done. So it's good to see them. It's good to chat with them. They're telling me all these fun facts about the teams that we'll get to hear about later. But everyone is excited. And I have to say, when they're all talking to each other, you see the crowd. Everyone's meeting new people, making new friends. I mean, I've met a new friend here tonight. And I think we'll be lifelong friends.
Absolutely. We're going to be lifelong friends on and off the broadcast. Definitely eager to see a lot more. I can see some of the players there waving g'day to the camera. Hello, everybody. Oh, look, we've got some more people. Hello, everybody in the crowd. Big shout out to all of you coming to tune in this evening to some of the wonderful Fortress House Cup action presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware.
That's right, and if you haven't already, here at Fortress Melbourne, we have some wonderful facilities for you to come and check out if you're feeling at home. You know, damn, I need a computer to play on. I need some drinks to get. We have our sports bar up here in our Alienware arena. We have the tavern downstairs with board games, with role-playing, with drinks and arcade alley. There's so much to do here at Fortress Melbourne.
Absolutely. It's definitely got options for everybody. No matter what you might feel like doing, there's always something available for you. But speaking of, we've got another game on our hands, and it looks like it is going to be Boots with the Fur once again, coming up against Jim. Rank B Gamers taking on Ignista Esports.
I gotta say, it's good to see Jim again. We've got a lot of representation. We had an interview just earlier as well. We had the hosts come up, they stood next to us, and they asked us about our houses. Shamelessly, I plugged Jim, of course. But unfortunately, the best house, and then it's hard to do anything else about it. So it's good to see people repping Jim once again. But both these teams are prepping up, especially at the start of our qualifiers. Maybe a bit of nerves getting into them. Your first game is always hard to get into, isn't it?
Yeah, it always does carry a bit of pre-game jitters there. But after you settle into the first game, you know, you get warmed up. Then game two, it starts to get a little bit better. Speaking of, though, straight into the action. Kickoff coming out with a bang there. Sync going to be able to sink it through to the Ignista Esports corner.
Right off the bat, we see that Ignista Esports has control of that ball, and they're already looking to kick it off as Drea is going to start the scoring for our second round of qualifiers.
Great start there. You can just tell they remain composed, controlling the ball through to the corner and just carrying it all the way through to the opening goal there. But we now end up into our second kickoff here, and let's see if they can do it again.
Rank B Gamers already, they've taken a hit and they want to bring it back. We are barely 15 seconds into our game, and Ignista Esports are looking so confident. They're on top of this ball with high pressure, high momentum, and high mobility, just how Rocket League should be.
Absolutely high-octane gameplay all throughout here, and we'll see how it's going to play out right here, right now. Geomeister trying to see if they can pick up the ball. Drea going to be carrying it down. Luckily, they do have a bit of ink to at least cut it off temporarily. Geomeister carrying it through for the pass there. Juicy Gel does send it back. Good push towards the corner. Lined up for the center. Good opportunity, but no one there to take it.
Now, we see Ben and Ming trying to get on top of this ball. Rank B Gamers are starting to turn around, and they want to pick up this opportunity. Juicy Gel denying it, and that is a big 50-50 to win in the air. As Nathan tries to get that turnaround, the ball doesn't face towards the net. As we see Ignista Esports getting ready to turn around for this counterattack. If they can break past this defender, they're going to find that opportunity to keep it open. Ben and Ming gets their hands on it, and Juicy Gel finds the second.
Great start there for Ignista Esports, taking 2 goals in a row here, and they are not looking to let up whatsoever. 3 minutes, 42 seconds to go, though. We'll see if Rank B Gamers can find a second win here.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good stuff from both teams already. A lot of possession.
That was a bit interesting.
A lot of air control, and now we see Sync bringing up this ball, holding it comfortable as Rank B starts to look for their first big offensive attack, and they haven't been able to find anything from it. Geomeister is dribbling that ball so beautifully up in the air. It is hard to contest. Taken off him now, it's Sync holding it. Drea's going to be the one to steal it, but Better Mink can't get that save as Ignista Esports manages to sneak that ball right into the top left corner of the goal.
Great outcome there for Ignista Esports. Once again, able to maneuver the ball masterfully towards the corner and carry it through into goal number 3 there. Into the kickoff once again, and now though, Zing looking to take point on to the ball. Will be able to carry it through to their teammate. A bit of Mick here, going to carry it forward, but it does remain stagnant.
Ignista Esports have been looking like a real threat already. They have scored 3 goals against Rank B Gamers, and they are holding it tight. Only 3 minutes left ticking down on this scoreboard, and it looks like Ignista are holding their defense steady. Geomeister has been like a rock for their team. And we're going to see Juicy Gel start to bring this one back up through the air and straight towards the goal again, but Better Mink was not going to let this one get the better of them today.
See if that will be the case heading forward though, as Drea does manage to find the return there, trying to send it back to Rank B Gamers side of the field. Nice carry from Juicy Gel, trying to center it on in there. Good pickup, nicely done off the back of the hood there as Juicy Gel secures goal 4.
An unfortunate miss right at the bat from Juicy Gel, but after they found the opportunity from Geomeister to back it straight up back into them, Juicy Gel successfully redirected it, bringing Ignista all the way up to 4.
Let's see if they can go for another one. Pushing on to the upper end of the field now. Juicy Gel able to at least flick it off the wall there. Good pick up by Geomeister as well. Centering it on in. Drea secures, and that's goal number 5 for Ignista Esports.
Ignista are looking so confident in their plays. I mean, we've seen Rank B Gamers pull out a lot of decent stuff too. It's not like Ignista is significantly better than them. It's just Ignista have been finding these opportunities. They've been finding windows. They've been sneaking in these goals through some brilliant team play and communication. Rank B Gamers have been showing a lot of promise, but they haven't been able to find anything yet.
See if they can find something with just over 2 minutes to go here. Drea going to be pushing it downfield, looking to send it straight towards the blue goals once again. Good retaliation coming through from Nathan and D plays. See if they can manage to keep it away from their goals, as already Ignista Esports are back on the offense.
Geomeister looking to catch this ball in midair, deny that further aerial play from Rank B as Ignista try to catch control of the ball again. Rank B not ready to give it up as we see it traveling up into that blue side. Juicy Gel can't hold on that possession as Geomeister gets on top of the ball. It is all over the pitch right now as Geomeister looks to pick it up again. This time Rank B Gamers, they do win the 50-50 as Sync looks to bring it up. Doesn't get the ball in the air, and now it's in the hands of Geomeister, who's bringing it back up. Drea holding it there, playing it back to their teammate. Their redirect. Drea was just not there to pick it up.
Not there to pick it up this time. Only 1 minute and 11 seconds to go now. Rank B Gamers desperately need a search for a goal. Drea almost finding one there. Luckily, they have the double commit to the defense. On for the drop shot. Vitamin clears. Juicy Gel, though, going to take it airborne once again. Good clearance from Nathan D plays there. They're trying to push past, but it is going to remain in the center for now. Bit of ink though, pushing up.
Comes down, and now it's in the hands of Geomeister, who has been controlling the ball so well this far. But it looks like Rank B Gamers isn't ready to sit back down. They find their first of the series.
Well played by Rank B Gamers there. They've managed to find a crack in the armor. Juicy Gel, unfortunately, not able to defend that one. And it will allow Rank B Gamers to take their first. Heading into another kickoff, though. Here we go again.
They are still showing promise, and they still have so much opportunity in this game and in this series. Rank B Gamers showing that they can score a goal, and they will continue to do so. Bettermint getting their nice deflect, looking to hold on to their goal. Now Sync trying to bring that one back up as Geomeister deflects it straight back onto that blue side as Rank B struggles to hold on to possession of this ball. It is anyone's game right now and anyone's ball as Drea looks to get on top of this one again. Juicy Gel not looking for that follow-up. 15 seconds left on the clock.
12 seconds to go right now. Sync trying to play around their teammates, see if they can set up at least one or more shot as we head towards the conclusion of game 1 here. Geomeister gets the pickup though, playing around their teammates, trying to do something with it. Sync knocks it to the ground floor, and it will be Ignista Esports to take game number 1.
Ignista Esports looks so strong right off the bat. They have been holding steady, and they just continue to knock the balls in time and time and time again. They show their ability to work as a team, to communicate, to provide pressure, and their ability to just pass the balls in between each other. That's what I love about teams that have practiced and played so much, is that they have that ability to... I mean, passing balls in Rocket League is so hard. You have to get so many hours in it just to get to that level. So to see it executed this flawlessly is so much fun to watch.
Absolutely, because it's always going to be one of those difficulties that a player faces where they try their best to get those rotations right, see if they can pass around with the right amount of synergy there. But obviously, in this instance, it works out perfectly for Ignista Esports, and we'll see if they can carry that momentum and morale into Game 2 as well.
And when a team kind of picks up momentum in that first game, it really does put the other team at that pressure point. So to see Ignista take that momentum, they've taken that tempo, they're starting to look really strong as they kind of hold on to it. As the other teams, their backs to the wall, the pressure's on, they start getting worried, and that's when nerves get to you. A lot of Rocket League can come down to a big mental aspect. So if you can hold on to your mental, your confidence as a team, even after losing the first game, the second game of a series, even the third, depending on what best of you're playing, you can turn it around.
Absolutely. We'll see if that turnaround is going to be coming through from Rank B Gamers heading into game number 2 as well, as I'm sure they've got to be fired up after that last one, you know? It was like we were talking about in the pre-series. There can be first game jitters, but then they get the warm-up, and it might just happen. But we've got our Telstra replay coming at you right now.
This is our second game that we've led it into, as Ignista Esports is starting to look straight towards their next goal, and Rank B Gamers want redemption for that first.
We'll see if they can find it here in game number 2. Bittermink going to be picking up the ball there. Sync. Looking to see if they can go hook, line, and sinker. Going to be fended off, though, by Ignista Esports for now. Sync luckily does push it to the center. Good pickup by Bittermink there. Going to be picked up just the same, though, by Geomeister. Looking to see if they can center it on in. Nicely done by Sync there to clear it out and now take control of the ball here.
Sync just couldn't get their hands on top of the ball here as Nathan tries to take it down. Ignista now in the hands to try and deflect it off their own goal. They lose possession now. Rank B Gamers getting that chance to attack, but they just lose it as Ignista Esports are now the ones holding onto possession, bringing this ball up as Geomeister now can't get it past that curve. Sync now ready to get the counter-attack. Moves the ball in the wrong direction as Nathan tries to pinch it off the roof down into Bittermink's hands, but Juicy Gel can't get that trade, and a missed touch may have turned into a great big counter-attack.
Absolutely, and we'll see if the counter action is going to rise up to get them into the position they need to be right now. Bittermink trying to play off of it. Nice setup there, Nathan D plays. Unfortunately hitting the crossbar though. Juicy Gel now trying to clear out themselves. We'll get a touch on it, but Bittermink's prepared for this one. Trying to center for their teammates. Good clearance by Ignista Esports now. We'll see if they can rise up this time.
That was a big save off the top left corner, and Ignista Esports shows why they are so dominant in that first game. But we are 3 minutes in, and Ignista hasn't managed to find the back of the net yet. Things have been holding so tight, especially for Rank B Gamers. They found that comfort zone. They've been working out that formula, and they've been getting their rotations on point. They've been shutting down Ignista, and they've started to figure out how they play, which is working really well for Rank B. And if they can continue this kind of streak for the next 2 minutes and 50 seconds while looking for that goal, I mean, they'll be able to take this next game of the series.
Absolutely, that is what it's going to take here. Speaking of, a lot of aggression coming through from both sides here. Just trying desperately to go for a goal. It's looking very similar to some of our previous series where it's that 0-0. 2.5 minutes to go here. Sync desperately trying to push through, but they're just not able to find any kind of weakness here from Ignista Esports.
Yeah, Ignista Esports have been holding so tight, but Rank B Gamers have been pummeling them again and again and again. The ball keeps getting forced over to the orange side, and Ignista keeps getting forced to deal with it. Now, no matter how many times you can save a shot, if a team keeps shooting on you, eventually you're going to have to miss it. But until that day, you have to try and counterattack and turn it around. If Rank B Gamers keep getting the pressure, and they keep firing on opportunities, eventually they will find something.
See if they are going to be able to find it here. Juicy Gel does manage to get the tap through. Drea looking to pick it up. Nathan D plays forced on the defense. Drea sends it sky high. Geomeister able to get the tap through to the center there. Juicy Gel sending it to Drea now. Loving the cohesion coming through here. Bittermink getting a bit of control though. Nathan D plays, drops it. This is an opportunity. Great clearance from Drea though.
That was a little bit too close. A big bump up means that Rank B gamers don't get to equalize there, and Ignista Esports still stay level. There's only 1 minute 20 left on the clock as Rank B gamers struggle to stay in the series. They want to stay in, and they are showing why they should. Holding tight against Ignista. Ticking down to that sub 60 seconds as Nathan can't get on top of the ball. That goal is open, but Better Mink is not going to let that one through. Nathan ready to hop on it, but he starts turning around for this counterattack, denied by Juicy Gel.
The denial will come through over and over again, just like that. The demo as well. Sync now trying to play off this one. Great pinch, though, straight down center field. Bittermink able to pick it up before it can reach the finish line there. Juicy Gel continuing the aggression, though. And here's Nathan D plays, trying to stop it here. The ball getting a bit too close to the goals there. Will be forced back onto the Ignista side of the field for now. Great clearances all throughout, however, as it pushes forward again to the Rank B Gamers side.
It's been so much back and forth this game, even when teams manage to get solid possession of the ball, as I've been talking about with some of this amazing passing. That's a big dribble by Sync. He tries to get it past Juicy Gel. It's still holding strong on that orange side as Nathan's up in the sky. He can't get control of the ball here as this clock ticks to 10 seconds. We might be seeing a big overtime come in now as Bettermink doesn't get the touch they're looking for on top of the ball. It's hovering dangerously, but no one can get their hands on it. Nathan doesn't get on top of the ball, and we still don't see it go in until Juicy Gel finally finds a last-second opportunity to close out the game.
Ignista Esports, a buzzer beater there to take away game number 2, and with that, the series. My gosh, I thought it was going to be crazy from game 1, and game 2 certainly delivered on all counts there.
What a way to finish it off. A buzzer beater at 0 seconds to win the series. My hands be shaking right after that, and theirs probably are too. Look at that. No, they're too cool, too confident.
Nah, palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. That is the one. But regardless, a great way to start our second set of open qualifiers. Like, I thought it would start off great in the first set, and already it continues to deliver. It's like a never-ending fireworks show.
It is so fun to watch these last-second grabs, these last-second opportunities. When you think it's about to tick into overtime, and when that ball is just about to touch the ground, you blink and it's already in the back of the net. Both of these teams showed a fantastic performance, and it is a shame to see one of them have to get knocked out tonight.
Absolutely, but regardless, they at least got the opportunity to play in this wonderful tournament in the Fortress House Cup. As what this tournament is all about is giving everybody a chance to have a great time, get some of their friends together, and play this wonderful tournament here. So definitely a big shout out to them for participating, as I'm sure that they probably had a great time regardless of the outcome there.
That's right, and I'll repeat once again, if you are sitting at home or you're sitting here at the Alienware Arena, sitting, watching, saying, hey, I want to do that. Even if you're not the best at Rocket League, even if you've never played Rocket League, even if you've never played Tetris, there is still an opportunity for you to participate. I'll get back to that in just a moment as we take a look at this replay, and we're going to see that first game where Ignista just took so much of a lead. Drea was so on top of the game, finding a lot of opportunities, and just, again, spinning it in the back of the net time and time again. Look at that redirect from Juicy Gel, showing the caliber that Ignista Esports has and why they won that series. Rank B gamers were looking for something, and they did manage to find it at the very end there with Bettermink getting that consolation goal, showing why they should stay in the game. And I think it really carried over to that second one. They managed to pick up the momentum, and they didn't get shut down too much. Rank B in that second game really showed what they were made of, and it made for a good showing.
Absolutely. Definitely great to see. A lot of the highlights coming out from the Telstra replay there as we do get our next series set up as well. I'm keen to see which houses are going to get represented this time. We've seen a big trend of like Boots and Jim this time. Like last season in CSGO at least, there wasn't barely any Boots teams. So it's great to see a bit of a resurgence, honestly. I feel like with the points at the moment, having so many teams to represent their house is great because it gives them a great chance to boost up their team's points in the standings as well.
Yeah, maybe we will see some Garena sometime soon, but we're struggling to see some representation so far. It's good to see Jim perform so well. I'm happy to see my team coming out, and I'm happy to see everyone else having a team to support. Again, it takes me back to when I was in high school and I still had some house colors to support, some to rep. It's good to have that kind of competition coming back again, and anybody can represent any team they want. So even if you were putting Greenhouse in high school, I'm sorry about that, you can choose any of the other great colors tonight.
Absolutely. Like me being in the blue house, and now I'm stuck in the red house in House Karina there. Definitely eager to see if there is a team from House Karina tonight. Feels like Karina's gotten lost, but hopefully they'll be found soon. No, I'm sure there's at least one team, even if we haven't seen them on the broadcast. Surely there's at least one, right?
Well, we might have to drop you down on the stage, Matt. Only Karina player here tonight. Look, I'll back you up. I might have to do a bit of tradering on Team Jim just to support Team Karina. Maybe we do need some representation. I'll come back once again to the point I was making just before the replay. Again, if you do want to play in these games, if you do want a house of support, if you want to help Matt out here and have someone else in Karina, then feel free to sign up. We do have more tournaments coming down. Tetris, it's going to be Apex Legends, it's going to be Rocket League. Any of those games, even if you've never played them, there's still an opportunity to come down to play for free at the Melbourne Fortress Alienware Arena. So don't miss out.
Absolutely. Definitely a lot of opportunities there to get involved with Apex Legends, Tetris Effect Connected, as well as Rocket League. But to say the least, we are going to have another standoff here. It's the battle of the gyms, eh?
I got to say, Jim wins either way. I'm not going to complain about how this matchup goes. The Grand Platinums versus the Battle Bus Boys.
They definitely seem to know their way around the battle bus, I reckon.
Wrong game.
We had another team in the first qualifiers, I believe. They were the Plats as well. So seems we've got some more Plats here.
Grand Platinums versus the Battle Bus Boys is going to be a match of the century. I mean, Jim versus Jim. You couldn't get any better team supporters to have. So, as we walk into this one, I got to say, let's run it back just for a moment. If you're wondering, how many points are we going to get? With all Jim doing so well, I go for Jim. I want Jim to win. What happens if Jim wins? If they come top, if they come first place and they perform well? Well, let's say Jim happens to come first in the tournament and our team takes the victory. That is going to be 1,000 points heading in our direction, as well as second place getting 700, third and fourth getting 500, fifth to eighth getting 250, and 9th to 16th, which is every team participating, 50 points.
Absolutely, and the winning house at the end of all the competition will be announced on our final week of the House Cup in week number 6, October 1st. And all members of the winning house will get a prize pack to congratulate them there. So, without further ado, we are into the game here though. Battle Bus Boys on the blue side, Grand Platinums on the orange side here. And it's already starting off triumphantly. Good ascend downfield there. See if Grand Platinums can continue off of it though. Rangosaurus Rex, gonna see if they can push their way up here. Nips Ahoy will be able to take it down there. Basic M just gonna hold on to it for now though.
And you know what? I'll give you 20 bucks if you can tell me why the Battle Bus Boys are called the Battle Bus Boys. Take a look at their team, take a look at their cars. Hold on. They look a little familiar to me, don't they, Matt?
Just a little bit. Oh, I wonder where we've seen them before.
Is that the Battle Bus from Fortnite?
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. It is.
Unbelievable. The Battle Bus Boys have come in with a brand new meta from a brand new game as they look to take the first series up against Grand Platinum. I mean, Grand Platinum's cars are looking very styled out today, and there have been a couple nice displays of some fashion tonight here at the Fortress House Cup. Grand Platinum trying to get possession of this ball. Pillow Box getting a nice deflection down to his teammates as Nips Ahoy gets their hands on the ball. Possession is all over the place. Rangosaurus Rex trying to deny this goal, and it just rolls off the inside of the bottom post.
Absolutely, and it will be a drop down towards center field. Now, Rangosaurus Rex looking to push it forward. Looks like it is going to be caught, though, in the midst of it all. Basic M at least sending it back to the defenders there. Pillar Box, good hit. Does clear it out at the bare minimum. And now their teammates are able to take further control here. But the aggression is never ending for Grand Platinums. And speaking of, Nips Ahoy takes it away with the first goal.
What a drop shot there. Time, control, and patience to just absolutely squeeze that one in over the crossbar as Grand Platinums take the first goal of the series with 2 minutes 40 left on the clock. We run into our second kickoff of the series.
And here we go again, and we'll see if they can manage to redeem themselves here. The Battle Bus Boys going to send it downfield. Just talking to each other, saying, Where are we dropping in this one? Looks like they're going to try and drop a goal on them here.
Hopefully they don't forget to thank the bus driver on their way out as they drop that goal down. Matt, the Battle Bus boys equalize the game 1-1.
Just look at how this was executed as well. They go for the hit there. It bounces off their opponent, off the back of Basic M's car there, straight into the goal. That's so unfortunate. Being caught off guard there just by bad timing.
But, you know, bad timing and taking advantage of that is a skill in and of itself. And Battle Bus boys have taken very much advantage of it. They have found a way to equalize the game. And as we tick down to that last 120 seconds, both teams are struggling to get this next goal.
We'll see which of the teams will be able to pull it off here. Battle Bus boys are looking to send it upfield. A good demo coming through there from Nips Ahoy. We're going to see if they can carry it even further beyond now. Killerbox going to be able to clear it towards the center though. They're going to carry it even further. Will be taken back by Basic M temporarily, but Classic Middleton now trying to keep it alive as well. Good hits coming through from the blue side. They aren't able to close it out.
Now we see Ghosty Fella trying to deny that shot, but luckily Middleton was on the line with which car? You guessed it, the Battle Bus. Once again, Pillow Boxes can't get on top of that ball as Rangosaurus Rex finds a second for Grand Platinum and puts them in the lead for the first game.
Here we go again. Grand Platinums do manage to take the lead there with an impressive goal to push them above the line. 1 minute 23 to go though. We'll see if the Battle Bus boys will be able to prevail here, find a goal back and even it up.
Now Nips Ahoy and the rest of the team of Grand Platinum are holding steady. They know they have this lead and they just need to maintain it as that ball bounces off the bottom of the crossbar. And that Ghosty Fella is writhing in their seat. That cannot feel good.
Absolutely not. They're going to have to try and find a way to recover from that one. Ghosty Fella does at least get a nice tap downfield. Good pickup by Classic Middleton as well there, trying to center it on through for their teammate, but it will be redeemed by Grand Platinums already. Taking it to the Battle Bus boys side of the field. He's going to be picked back up by Piddlebox, though. Going to see what they can do here. Good physicality coming through. Battle Bus boys really just taking it to them right now.
But that bigger car, I don't know how the hitbots work out, but I feel like you get a bit more intimidation. I'd be pretty scared if I was playing up against 3 Battle Buses with eyes on the top. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think they've got the eyes that look a little bit like Clippy from the old Microsoft Word. So definitely love to see those googly eyes coming through there. Regardless, 10 seconds to go here. And it looks like we are seeing an attempt at redemption by the Battle Bus boys. Good hit from a Pillow Box, sending it downfield. Oh,
Big
the demo! No way! This could be a great moment, but no! It hits the floor!
The Battle Bus boys don't find what they were looking for, but still a beautiful win here coming out from the Grand Platinums. They are feeling very satisfied with themselves, and they deserve to do so. What a fantastic match to start off their series, and it's going to be a couple more fantastic ones. Maybe we'll actually see a third game. Matt?
I'd love to see it, honestly. I'd love to see it, Oscar. And I think everyone here would love to see it go to game 3 as well, because games that go the full distance are definitely games to be watched indeed, because you know games that head towards game 3 are going to be most impressive in their nature. And I'm sure this one is going to be able to deliver as well, because you've seen what they can do with those Battle Buses.
It's kind of hard, though. I don't know who to support this game. What? Battle Bus boys? Team Jim. Grand Platinums? Team Jim. Man.
Jimception.
Jimception. I don't know who to go for. Look, maybe soon we'll see a Karina game, mate. Maybe soon.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see about that. It's all right. You know what? In this game, you can support yourself.
Aw.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt. I do really like the idea of this House Cup, and each individual member, don't forget, okay, if you're still at home and you haven't done the quiz on Fortress.com, you'll take a look. We do have a quiz on our website to check out. Do that right now. Find out which house you're in as we load up into our next game. And as we set up for this one, I'll take you quickly through what are the values for each house. If you haven't managed to decide and for some reason you don't want to do the quiz, you know, we see Boots, yellow, cheeky. They like a fun time. Baylor, independent, smart, and calm. Karina, that's you, Matt. You're strong-willed, you're determined, and you will do anything to achieve your goal. And me, Jim, I'm adaptive, I'm brave, and I'm unstoppable. And there are all our houses tonight, well represented by their players and all their values.
Absolutely, and we are going to see a couple of teams from House Gym right now, Battle Boss Boys and the Grand Platinums once again here. As we are already into game, 4 minutes 20 to go. No one scored a goal quite yet, so it could be a more drawn out endeavor. We'll see how that plays out though, as the ball already goes back to center field. Rangosaurus Rex is able to keep control for now. The Pillow Box is looking to take it to the goal line. Good defense coming through though from the Grand Platinums.
The Battle Bus Boys do not want to lose out this series yet, and like I said, we might just see a third game here. I can't speak too soon, but maybe Grand Platinum wants to close this one up right off the bat. The Battle Bus Boys can't get on top of this ball as Rangosaurus Rex just flies it past two of the Battle Bus Boys. Can't get it past the third.
Let's see if they can manage it now. Ghosty Fella, good at pick up, sending it downfield. A nice deflect there from Rangosaurus Rex. We'll be looking to try and take some further control. Classic Middleton, though, trying to play off the backboard. Unfortunately, not finding the timing there. Just seems to be bouncing off the backboard repeatedly before being picked up now by Grand Platinums. And keeping it on the Battle Bus Boys side of the field now. Trying to set up a center, perhaps. Opportunity could be there, but it is deflected away.
Rangosaurus Rex has been so dynamic with this ball as Nips Ahoy tries to drop it down for their teammate. It's off the back wall and it's straight into the arms of Rangosaurus Rex, and how would they ever miss that?
You love to see it there, Oscar. We do have Grand Platinums take it away with their first goal here. The Battle Bus Boys now forced onto Recovery Avenue into the kickoff here. Let's see if they can do it.
Now Grand Platinum still with that first goal, meaning if nothing changes 3 minutes longer, then they will take the series once again. Battle Bus Boys not ready to sit down and let this happen. They are on their feet and they are looking to get that equalizer of a goal.
Absolutely, and we'll see if they are going to be able to do it. Stuck on their side of the field for now. Good center to come through from Nips Ahoy there. No one able to pick it up quite yet though. Ghosty Fella playing off their teammate, going for a 1-2. They don't actually catch it though. Is back in the hands of Grand Platinums off the demo as well. They're trying to get it away from their goals as quickly as possible. Not going to be able to do that though. Ghosty Fella and co doing a great job at keeping it on the Grand Platinum side of the field. Looks like Pillow Box is going to maintain that strength.
And now back into the hands of Pillow Box once again, leaving it to their teammate to bring it up the field. No one to receive it. Nips Ahoy looking to get that challenge, but Pillow Box was there first. Straight in the hands of Classic Middleton. No one can get it too close in front of the goal. It's looking in front of the backboard, coming down that crossbar. No one gets it, but no one was there to finish it as Classic Middleton denies the shot.
The denial coming through time and time again there, and we'll see if it will continue. As the ball goes down now, no one on the defense. Basic M desperately trying to save it. They've saved it for now. Someone surely gets it, but no, it is cleared out.
Wow, well, that's a save and a half right there. Grand Platinums manages to deny the goal and almost turn around for their own. It's flying in front of the net, and it's Basic M to finish it off, bringing Grand Platinum to 2.
My gosh. Basic M defends the last goal, manages to push all the way upfield and secure the next goal for their own team. That is impressive if I've ever seen it.
And as we go into our next kickoff, Grand Platinums are so confident. They have that buffer. They have victory within their grasp. If they can play this defensively, offensively, however they normally play it, because it seems to be working damn well, Battle Bus Boys are going to have a hard time trying to bring it back almost off the backboard there. As Classic Middleton brings it back again, Ghosty Fella can't get on top of it.
Let's see if they will be able to find it this time around though. Ghosty Fella keeping it around at the Grand Platinum's corner now. Classic Middleton trying to center through for Pillow Box. A good deflect there from Basic M though. At least taking control away from the Battle Bus Boys for now. It seems Rangosaurus Rex is looking to do the same.
Pillow Box setting it up, and now in front of goal. Classic Middleton just could not get on top of it. Ghosty Fella not ready to let the opportunity go as Pillow Box is on top of it. Can they get their hands on top of the ball? And they do find it as Ghosty Fella sneaks one into the back of the net. With only 50 seconds remaining on the clock, they are still a contender in this series.
Still on top of it, still in it to win it here. And we head in to another kickoff. 48 seconds to go right now. And it seems Nips Ahoy going to be able to take a bit of control. Good return serve coming through, though. Straight towards Grand Platinum's goals here. Ghosty Fella trying their best to keep control themselves. Unfortunately, not able to maneuver around it. And the ball will remain stagnant for now. However, that could quickly change. Basic M trying to get the ball through there. Unfortunately, misses it. Rangosaurus Rex at least able to recover. Battle Bus boys now trying their best to valiantly push it. It's getting a bit close to their goals, though. We'll see if they can manage.
Classic Middleton now the one on top of the ball, gets it just over Nips Ahoy's head as they bring it down the side, looking to get over the curve for the next opportunity. There's only 8 seconds left on the clock as Ghosty Fella just tries to make something out of nothing. Pillowbox can't keep it up, and Nips Ahoy is just relentless with his defense. The ball has not touched the ground yet. Classic Middleton desperately trying to keep it up. It is still flying. This time in the direction of that blue side Battle Bus boys, off the top of the Battle Bus and down into Moisty Mire.
Absolutely. Looks like they will be able to send it through there for the Grand Platinums. You can tell how impressed they are with that one. Definitely seeing a lot of confidence coming through from that team there as they advance their way through the tournament.
Very excited to be able to take that one away, and what a game to finish it off. I mean, who would have thought we'd see Battle Buses playing Rocket League?
I know, right? Anything's possible, it would seem. Who knows? Maybe we could see all kinds of different vehicles coming into the game in the future.
Then again, Grand Platinum, they managed to smash out the Battle Buses. There was a lot of confidence, a lot of teamwork, and a lot of great plays. Even though they managed to let through a couple goals, they held strong, they kept their confidence, and they played a Rocket League game exactly how you should.
And that is as a team. And it's exactly why we are playing this here tournament, the Fortress House Cup, so everyone can get together with their friends and play as a team. Definitely eager to see a lot more team play come through in the rest of the tournament.
That's right, we are bringing you this show live and on the desk from the Alienware Arena at Fortress Melbourne, presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware, making this all possible. One of the greatest LAN events I've been to in a while. Being able to set all of this up for anybody to participate, any skill level, get that tournament experience, get that excitement. I got to say, I might be casting right now, but I have played in LANs before, and the thrill that you get when the crowd reacts to an amazing goal or a giant save, something you've never seen before. We got a couple high-vis vests pulling up in the crowd. Looking great, gentlemen.
Seems we brought the tradies through to play Rocket League, perhaps. I love it. I love the spirit there. But we've got the Telstra replay coming through from our last game now, seeing how it all went down.
There it is. Ghosty Fella found that first goal off a deflection to give Battle Bus boys that equalizer. And then we saw Grand Platinum bring it back up to get that second, take that lead in that first game. Big celebration there. Very expressive team. It's great to see fist bumps and smiles all around. This is what it's all about. And then we came into that second game where Grand Platinum found that first goal, followed up for the second, and Battle Bus boys just could not find it. And that last ball finally bouncing off the top of Pillowbox's car and finishing off the game and the series to give Grand Platinum a further lead in the tournament.
Absolutely, a lot of energy coming through there from the Grand Platinums. And a big shout out to the Fortress Melbourne House Cup, presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware, as we did see some of our Telstra replays just now. And I'm eager to see some more plays come out throughout the day, because we've already seen some pretty impressive moments. There's already some contenders there for some of our awards.
That's right. Let's run through our awards again that we will be handing out tonight. We do have the Telstra Play of the Game for the most marvelous play we've seen. Something that just stood out, blew our minds, and something we didn't really expect. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. What's next, Matt?
What's next? A game with House Karina in it. Man can dream. Man can dream. But alas, obviously we do have to give out the prizes eventually. We'll see how it does all play out. I think we will be only picking plays from our Open Qualifiers, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely eager to see a bit more from Open Qualifier 2 to see if there's more contenders.
That's right, and on top of our Telstra Play of the Game, we do have the MVP award to give away from Alienware, and the winner of that will be walking home with a keyboard, a headset, and a mouse, one of the greatest gaming rigs you could ask for. And don't forget about our Jester award as well, a nice little cap, some drinks, and some free time on a computer. What a fantastic award to look out for. Now keep your eyes peeled for some of these moments. We'll be walking around chatting to some of you guys, having a good time as we quickly jump to a break before our next game is ready to start. Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else. It is good to see you here at the Alienware Arena. I'm here not joined by Matty, who's currently out on the floor looking for some more Karina members. That's what we're hearing. Apparently, there might actually be some out there. Matt, are you there?
Hello, everybody. Yes, I've been on the hunt for fellow Karina members, trying to see if I can find anybody out on the floor, but yeah, I haven't had any luck so far.
No other Karina members. There have to be some out there, you know. If you're sitting at home and you don't have a team yet, you haven't taken the quiz, maybe just choose Karina. Help out our friend Matt here. Get some support. I mean, it's cool to be the team that no one else is in, right?
Yeah, I'm the only one. Nah, I'm sure there's other members of Team Karina. I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a survey after the next break and we'll come back and see how many people we find. Yeah. Well, on that note, we've had a fantastic couple of games so far tonight. Still sitting in this second round of qualifiers, and we just saw the Battle Bus team get wiped out by the Grand Platinums, and we've got a couple more games lined up for us tonight, and I'm pretty excited for all of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see exactly what's going to be unfolding here tonight as well. Speaking of, oh my gosh, is this real? Is this real?
No way.
No way. It's actually a team from House Karina. Oh my gosh. My dreams have come true here, Oscar.
Yeah, Matt, I think they might just have been listening to you and chosen to go House Karina. No, they were true blood-born House Karina members up against your mortal enemies, Jim. It looks like you and me, Matt, have a bit of competition going on. It is going to be Ignista Esports once again up against Business as Usual.
And here we go, straight into the map here. We'll see which team can kick it off. Grindel looking to take some wall control. Pagsy tries to push it forward there. Not going to be able to get it past them just yet. Airmac, though, taking it airborne. Waiting to see if any of their teammates can pick it up. Good push coming through there. Juicy Gel going to be able to send it forward as well. Pagsy now going to see if they can catch it. Nice send from Drea. Going to be fended off, however, for the moment. You can tell this is going to be a sky-high game already.
And Juicy Gel back on the board. Good to see them again come back, especially with the play that Geomeister, Drea, and Juicy have all been showing us. On the other side, we have Business as Usual, the first Karina team we see with Pagsy, Grindel, and Airmac 100. And it looks like they're going to take this game as casually as they can. How do they say it back there? Business as usual?
Yep, I think that's just simply business as usual there. Coming through in this one. Good demo to come through, though. Nice defense coming off the back pedal there from Airmac. Trying to see if they can center it on through. Not going to be able to contest the ball this time, though. Pagsy ready to pick it up in the corner, however. Let's see if they can send it forward. Drea, nice pick up there. Good clearance coming out from Airmac. Just desperately trying to keep it away from their goals this time. Loving the stoppage on the ball as well, just changing up the tempo, trying to catch them off guard with that one.
And that's the thing, right? When a lot of teams get comfortable in a tempo, in the kind of rhythm that they're moving at, they drag the other team along with them. Right now, Ignista, they've been getting top of the ball, and business as usual as well, and whichever team can find the tempo that they're most comfortable with, then the other team will be forced to follow along. It's hard to break that tempo if the other team is holding it tight. And the best thing to do is try and change up the rhythm to your own liking. Geomeister gets on top of this ball, looking towards a goal, and doesn't get the pinch they were looking for as Grindel can turn it around, but everyone else at Ignista is more than ready to turn it back.
Let's see if they are going to be able to do just that. Juicy Gel gone for the clearance there. Pagsy looking to pick it up from the top of the map right now. Pushes it past Juicy Gel. Drea at least able to find it, though. Grindel sends it towards the corner. Geomeister luckily able to fend it off for the moment. Taking it slow now, trying to push it forward. Drea picks it up there. On to the business as usual side of the field now. Grindel trying to go for a clearance, and now it's back on the blue court.
That's right, and we've actually heard a little bit about some of the players on business as usual before we've jumped in. with some earlier discussion, we've heard about some of Pagsy's friends, ex-teammates, people they've played with earlier, and business as usual. They are a very fast-paced team, very mechanical, and from what I've heard from people in the audience, they are a team to watch, so make sure your eyes are peeled and you don't blink.
Let's see if they are going to be lightning fast heading in to the rest of this one. As the ball stays on the blue corner for the moment. Juicy Gel trying to go for the pickup there, feigns it out. Drea now trying for it. It is Grindle to send it forward, however. Airmac catches it and sends it through. Business as usual. Take away the first goal with 1:52 to go.
That is a wonderful way to start it off. Airmac just spinning through the air, and not a single person could get on top of that ball, as business as usual walk away oh so casually after scoring a brilliant goal.
I'm sure there's many more brilliant goals to come from either side as well here. This will be pushed forward. Drea tries to go for it. He's going to be caught by Airmac. Loving the dominance coming through from Airmac there. Geomeister luckily able to defend for now. Juicy Gel does send it forward as well. Now looking to see if they can swell past them.
Airmac now on top of the ball, but Geomeister is just denying the opportunity again and again and again. There's been a lot of strong airplay here from business as usual, and they are dominating the skies, but every time the ball lands in Ignista's hands, business as usual is struggling to get it back.
Let's see if their struggles will net some fruit here. Drea tried to go for the shot. He's going to be redirected away, however. Juicy Gel now making a second attempt. Pagsy going to push it forward to their teammate. Drea going to come out of the woodwork there. Try and keep control of the ball. Send it through. And just like that, Geomeister pulls through. Ignista Esports take their first and even it up.
Ignista's rock, the one they can always rely on. Geomeister finds that first goal of the series, and first couple goals we've seen, a really standout player and matching up against business as usual.
Let's see if they can continue to match them blow for blow here. Drea pushes up now, trying to take Airmac out here. Loving this physicality coming through, trying to nullify those defenses. Geomeister's going to be demoed out after a pretty impressive hit there. Will be sent straight back to the blue side of the court, though. Geomeister picks it up. Grindle now looking to take some control. Drea tries to stop them in their tracks and now gets sent back towards center field. Airmac, though, not looking to keep it that way. We'll be pushing it to the Ignista corner.
Geomeister can't get on top of the ball as Pagsy managed to get on top of it and turn it around. Now it's up to Airmac to try and finish it off for their team. There's only 13 seconds left on the clock as Pagsy has stolen the ball out of Drea's hands. Geomeister tries to hold it down for their team. Airmac on top of the ball, and it's coming off the back, but it's looking inside the goal as Drea just blocks it. Our clock ticks down, and we are looking close to overtime. Grindel facing it towards Ignista. It doesn't find the goal.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Our first overtime coming through right here, right now. Unfortunately, the goal not going to go through there. The continuance of play must go on here. Geomeister now into the defense, trying their best to keep this ball alive. Airmac keeping it away from their side of the field, but it's Drea driving right now, driving hard. Juicy Gel trying to do the same, but the ball comes down. It's so close to the goal here. They clear it out.
So tight, and business as usual act like nothing happened after that ever so close goal. Just a bounce away from victory, and when you're so close, you just get so much hungrier. Business as usual is not going to let that overtime timer slide, as now we're 40 seconds into this overtime, and they are holding that goal line tight. Ball now back up over that crossbar. Grindle in the sky, not going to let this one go through, but Geomeister was already there to shut it down.
Shut it down they will, but it is Ignista now trying their best to push it back. Business as usual doing a bit the same. Airmac taking to the skies here, trying to play off their teammates. All going to be bounced back to Pagsy there, so close to the corner of the goals, but the ball lives on. No one's going to be able to secure this one yet.
That's a big stop from Juicy Gel to deny business as usual the first game of the series, and now business as usual trying to hold on to this ball. Pagsy bringing it further forward, but that defense line from both teams are looking impenetrable. Yeah, you just can't break through either of these. They're waiting for these cracks, these flaws, these little moments for either team to slip up, but it just hasn't come yet. Juicy Gel trying to solo the ball through. Now Grindel down to just Geomeister. Gets a deflection. All in Pagsy's hands.
All in at Pagsy's hands for now. We'll see if they can keep it that way, though. Looks like Juicy Gel and co. got a good amount of control. Nice pitch to come through as well off the BAU players. Business as usual. They will be looking to send it forward again. Geomeister trying to get the touch through there. Pagsy overwhelms them, though. The ball goes back towards center field. No one's able to find that crack in the armor quite yet. Almost. Grindle. Good deflection.
Grindle just won't let it through. After missing that last second goal, Pagsy comes off the backboard and it goes down to Airmac, but Juicy Gel still not ready to let it end yet. Blocked in the air by Grindle, but Ignis still holds onto the ball. Juicy Gel trying to get that aerial possession. Airmac once again living up to their name and not letting that ball be taken. But it comes straight down into Drea's arms, not looking where they wanted it to go as Juicy Gel tries to hold on to this one further. We're 2 minutes 30 into it and Pagsy can't finish it.
Fortunately not able to pull the trigger there. Airmac trying to do a bit of the same though. Grindle still maintaining position on the corner side of the field there. Pagsy trying to do a bit of the same. Drea gonna go for the clearance. Will be picked up by Grindle. Airmac passes through. Not gonna be able to get the 1-2 there. Airmac trying to send it again. Pagsy goes for it. And there it is! Business as usual at long last. Take it away in overtime.
Just too cool. They act like they always expected it. Look at those guys. What a smug look on their face. Walking away with a lot of satisfaction and a very well-deserved win. That was almost 2 Rocket League games we watched there. Unbelievable. They have played for so long, and when you get that far into overtime, really the biggest thing that keeps you going is how well you can resist that fatigue, how long you can last after that overtime has started. And a lot of people, I mean, my hands start getting tired, the stress starts getting to you. Yeah, you can't have it. Oh, am I going to be able to save this one? Can I score this one? And then it leads to that fracture, that crack, that mistake in the defenses that everyone has been holding so tight, and it looks like business as usual were the ones to find that hole.
And they certainly did in the end there. At long last, their efforts were rewarded with a Game 1 victory. But my word, I think this one could go all the way to Game 3, honestly. And speaking of, here we are, Game 2. Take it away.
Engines are revving and business is booming. Well, as usual. As Ignister Esports now are looking to pick up their first game of the series, not get eliminated from this tournament so far. They've been showing how strong and how dangerous they've been, but Pagsy looking for that first shot, and Geomeister is just unstoppable in that goal.
We'll see if they will continue to be unstoppable as the ball already traces its way around the field right now. Pagsy trying to pick it up there. Juicy Gel manages to push past them for the moment. See if they can continue in that direction though. Geomeister picks it up again, trying to take to the skies. Good pick up by Pagsy there, passing on to Grindle. Pagsy taking it even further beyond now. Grindle not going to be able to back them up as it gets returned now by Airmac.
Now it's down to Airmac to try and push this one down. Doesn't win the 50, but it does land in front of Pagsy's hands. Heading down towards that crossbar. It's not going to bounce in, but it's looking close. Doesn't get finished by Grindle as Geomeister now tries to deny it further. Beautiful deflection by Drea there to stop it going any further, but Grindle can't get on top of this ball. Drea now bringing it down, looking for that counter attack on top of the goals. Can't find the back of the net nor the side of the post.
Fortunately not able to lock that one in there. We'll see if it is going to be locked in here though. Airmac trying to play off the walls. Good defense from Drea though. Able to push it out for the moment. Grindle takes a bit of possession themselves there. It's going to be pushed out now by Juicy Gel, however. Airmac, possession returned, trying to keep it on at the Ignister side of the field as much as possible. But it seems the pressure is now overwhelming them as it goes to the business as usual side of the field and it's off shot to the corner.
The pressure is really on. You can feel that either team is just so determined on not conceding a goal. The offense has been on fire this game, but it is so close. This is the qualifying match as well. That means whoever walks away and wins this one, they're going to be in the playoffs, in the finals. Everything is just so close, yet so far. Neither team wants to be knocked out here, and they are both working hard to achieve it.
Absolutely doing the very best that they can to try and reach their goals here. Good demo to come through there though. Grindle trying to overwhelm them. Drea will be able to come out on top this time. Just bouncing the ball in the skies. Geomeister finds a good tap as well. Airmac going to be able to return it, however, back to the blue side of the field. And it looks like it's just going to continue in the trend, just playing 1-2 with both teams.
Neither team is going to break tooth or nail, as it is going to come down to Drea to just roll it into an open net and give Ignista Esports the lead they have finally been looking for.
A crack in the armor is displayed, and they take a full advantage there. Well played, Ignista Esports, taking away their first goal here. But we've got another kickoff coming through right now. Airmac trying to send it forward to get a counterattack. Luckily, Juicy Gel was in the goals, though.
Business as usual have been playing so strongly and so well, and especially after seeing that last game, I was about to say we're going to see them come back, but Drea is on fire, finding the second one for Ignista.
My gosh, I can't believe what I've just witnessed. Such a faster play coming through there. Pagsy desperately trying to defend it, but unfortunately it doesn't work out the way they planned there. And as a result, Ignista Esports take 2.
This qualifying game has become so much closer than any of us could have imagined. Ignista Esports wants to get that series, they want to get that first game, and maybe we'll actually see a Game 3, Matt. The caster curse might not get the better of us this time. Every game we've casted tonight has ended in a 2-game series, but this one is looking a whole lot more dangerous.
Absolutely, and we are in the danger zone right now. See if we can stay on the highway there, or whether we can manage to find an exit. Good Sander coming through from business as usual there. Nice pickup from Geomeister though, trying to find a teammate right now. Grindle looking to do a bit of the same. Good clearance from Juicy Gel for the moment. See if they can take advantage.
Drea now looking to get on top of the ball, but Grindle's going to play it down to Pagsy. Pagsy looking to get in front of the goal. Almost gets... What a goal by Pagsy! A beautiful pass to finish it off with the rebound off the left side of the post and into the back of the goals.
Great teamwork coming through there. They're able to play around the positioning of the ball, manage to center themselves through into a first goal for business as usual. Minute 12 to go, though. They desperately need to find another one if they want to stay competitive in this game and try and take it away in 2 games alone. We'll see if they have it in them right now, as this is going to be an ever difficult journey yet.
Look at the danger the business as usual is bringing. Every single player, when they get their hands on the ball, becomes a threat. Airmac dominating the skies, Grindle dominating the goals, and Pagsy dominating the field. They are so dangerous, but Ignista has managed to hold strong against a team like this, so mechanically talented. Both of them, really, as Drea is going to continue to deny these goals, and Grindle plays it down to Pagsy once again, looking to get that beautiful goal finish, and they are running tight on time to finish their game off.
Time is trickling down here. Business as usual, desperately just trying to push through for some kind of an opening this time. Pagsy now carrying it forward once again, playing off Airmac there, sending it through to the corner, trying to carry it further. Oh my word, it got so close. It's not going to be able to be taken just yet. Grindle trying to send it again. 6 seconds to go here. It's sent back to business as usual side of the field right now. They're just trying to go for the ground floor, and just like that, they take it away. Game 2, Ignista Esports.
Ignista Esports comfortably walks away with that second win, and they denied a huge effort here from business as usual. A beautiful goal by Pagsy, which was denied by that loss, but still a fantastic showing from both teams. And guess what, Matt? You know what we're about to watch right after this? Never seen before tonight at a Fortress House Cup. Game 3.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We finally made it to a series that is actually going to go the full distance with Game 3. That is just absolutely incredible to see from these 2 teams here, and in a qualifying match nonetheless.
Wait, you forgot the best part. It's Karina playing up against Jim. That's you, and that's me. And that's everyone else down on that stage and everyone else watching. Maybe we do have some Karina and Jim supporters out there as well, supporting their favorite house, as we are just about to load into our 3rd and final game of the series. There it is, business as usual versus Ignista Esports, looking for that qualifying spot in the playoffs.
Let's see if they can take it away right here, right now. Airmac going to take to the skies, trying to see what they can carry through here. Looking to at least get past one player. Geomeister, good clearance there. Pagsy sends it to the corner of the goals. Will be cleared by Juicy Gel now. The aggression not being let up from the get-go here, but it seems it's now in Ignista Esports' hands.
Now down to Pagsy to try to bring up a business as usual, but Ignista is just shutting down all of Business's attempts. Airmac, though, on top of the ball here, can't make it past Drea.
Let's see if they can make it past another player instead, perhaps. Pagsy trying to play off their teammates here. Good pick up by Grindle. Airmac trying to play off it, and there it is! A great pass through. Business as usual. Take the first.
Walking into their office building, all suave, their suits on, their ties tucked, and their blazers all iron. Business as usual, just casually slip it in for their first goal of the final game of the series.
Absolutely, and let's see if there is going to be a return serve coming through from Ignista Esports. Already getting close to it. Oh my gosh! Just like that, Ignista Esports even it up 1-for-1.
Business as usual, trying to find some new players, asked the interview question, and it was knocked right back as Ignista finds that equalizer with 4 minutes left on the clock.
Here we go again, straight into the kickoff here. It is going to be Drea taking some control alongside Geomeister there. Trying to see if they can push it through to the center. Juicy Gel going to be able to get the tap. Geomeister trying to keep it on this side of the field, but alas, not going to happen for long. He's going to be centered out now. Juicy Gel, though, good tap through. Nice clearance coming out from Airmac, taking control of their own now. Let's see if they can zone in on it.
Now Drea getting the deflection away from their own goal. It's down to Pagsy to try and keep that possession. It's down to Airmac, and that's a beautiful turn into that corner. That's a shame that Pagsy couldn't finish that one. Business as usual does not find the lead after a beautiful pass and a also close, beautiful finish. As Drea now tries to turn the tables, Pagsy will not let it happen. Juicy Gel puts it down. Airmac can't finish it, but turns it around, and Business as usual are still looking to get their next goal.
We'll see if they can manage it here. Juicy Gel does manage to bounce the ball off the hood there. Grindle now trying to play off it as well. Good pick up by Geomeister. Will be followed by Pagsy though. Trying to maintain the possession here. Ignista Esports looking for a counter-attack, but it's quickly met a blow for blow by the pickups of both sides.
Trading back and forth. Both teams are bumping into each other. Both teams are taking the ball, keeping possession. Everything is everywhere and everything is so close. Business as usual, now trying to hold on this ball, but Drea has just been in their face this entire game. Drea has been everywhere, constantly denying shots, constantly making saves. It is unbelievable as Drea does it again. Denies another shot as Geomeister tries to bring it up, and guess who we're watching right now? Drea come to back up Juicy Gel, trying to bring it up the field. No one else there.
No one else there for now. We'll see if that's going to change soon though. Grindle. Nice pick up onto the ball there, trying to get it past Geomeister. Not going to be able to do it here. Pagsy trying to see if they can pick it up now. Ball's airborne. Good demo to come through. Not going to be able to pick up the ball though. As it pushes through to center field again. It's a hard reset now.
Now it's all down to Geomeister to block this aerial shot. They just barely flick it away from Pagsy's grasp. It's coming off the backboard once again into Grindle's hands, but it's not heading towards that corner as Geomeister barely denies a shot that was so close to breaking this stalemate. With a minute 45 left on the clock, Grindle starts to look again and gives the lead to Business as usual.
There we go, Business as usual. Keep it tight as always and manage to pull through with another goal here. Supersonic speeds coming through there into the splash. And it will be 2-1 in their favor for now. A minute 41 to go though into the next kickoff. Let's see if Ignista can bring it back.
Now Grindle looking once again. What a deadly player. Every single time their hands on the ball, it is redirecting into a shot no matter where they are, no matter how close they are. As Grindle once again starts to try to get the turn off the backboard, is denied by Geomeister, but it falls into Pagsy's hands. That's a big demo, and that is a big goal! As Business as usual find their third, and Ignista Esports is set so far back behind.
My word, a goal number 3 now for Business as usual. You can see they're taking that physicality into account there, getting those demos through, clearing the defenses to make things go a little bit more swimmingly for them.
That is a huge demolition, and the timing on that was just impeccable. No one could have seen it coming besides everyone involved in the situation. It was just in the spur of the moment, and it worked out so well. They are looking again. After taking a 2-goal lead, they are still relentlessly pushing to take this next one. And Ignista are not out of the game yet. There may only be 60 seconds left, but Ignista is determined. They are looking strong, and they can still turn this around. Grindle now trying to bring it down in front of the goal. It comes off the side of the post into an open goal. Drea was there, ready to block it in case it came by, but Airmac can't get the target on the shot.
We'll see if they are going to be able to lock in the target with 40 seconds to go here. Geomeister tries to carry forward. Nice hit from Airmac, though. Sends it to the Ignista Esports corner now. Good to see the redirection coming through as well. Pagsy trying desperately to keep it on the blue side here, not give them a chance of redemption. They need to score 2 goals, so they have flexibility, but they still need to be cautious.
Now it's on Airmac trying to deny the save. Luckily, Grindle was over their shoulder as Drea steals the ball from the opposition. Big flick over the top of the defender, but Pagsy was already there to block it. 10 seconds left on the clock. Ignista's going to have to find something now, or else it will be business as usual through to the playoffs. Geomeister dribbling this ball in the air. It's coming down to the ground, and as it lands, business as usual is looking too cool as they walk into the playoffs.
Fantastic work coming through from business as usual there. Doing House Karina, very proud to say the least.
Look, we still got some house gyms coming through as well. Every single house should have some players through, some representation. It was good to see. At least we got some of every single team come through.
Absolutely. It's great to see so much representation for all the different houses there. You know, it's like there's a fit for everybody. And it's great to see that every house is here today.
That's right, and now we are almost about to head off into our playoffs. We've had teams qualify, games are dangerous, and this is going to be all at our Fortress House Cup, presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware, making all of this possible. And look where we are. The crowd has been impeccable that game. So much excitement as we jump into our Telstra replay. Take it away.
And here we go, seeing just how the series went down there. Carrying our way through into our first goal as Airmac slips one right in to the top right corner there. Same can be said of the bottom right corner for Geomeister. Just showing how close it truly was all through this series, going into the overtime off the goal that could have been there. And then playing into such a tight angle all throughout this overtime. It was just so tense all the way through.
So tight as we're still looking towards our first game right now, as goals were all over the place. Business as usual found their second and let them walk away with the first game. And then we took a look at the second one, and business as usual was looking very strong, but Drea has been incredible. I have to say, Ignista had a lot of standout players despite losing the game. Drea had the ability to deny so many shots, as we'll see time and time again, and shots being scored, as we saw them walk away with the first game in their side of the series, bringing it down to a tiebreaker. And it was so close as we finally saw that big win being taken away at a goal at the very last moment.
Absolutely fantastic effort from both of the teams involved there, honestly, because it could have gone either way. Any point in that series, if either team found that moment, it could have been one or the other. So I'm definitely impressed with how well they managed to perform all throughout.
I have to say, Igneous really gave it their all, and business as usual, they were just too cool on the spot. I'm disappointed they didn't turn up in ties and suits, but maybe that's along with the theme. They're too cool for it. They're wearing their business casual as they come in, and they are more than ready to take the crown.
And they will be able to do just that. But alas, we do have one team that we know of, at least, qualifying there. Oh, speaking of, hello. Thank you to our team for bringing that up. We actually have a team from each house in the qualifiers.
Oh, wow.
That's actually awesome.
Okay, well, it looks like we have our team spread out for us. Big Goose sitting here with Jim. We do have Leg sitting comfortably on Vela. We do have 20 floors up all on Boots. And business as usual, all on your side, Matt, with Karnia. Karina, sorry.
No, we're not going to Narnia, don't worry.
And don't forget, these teams will play in their semifinals, and it's going to be a big semifinals from both sides. Whoever takes the lead in both of the games will head to the grand final, and the winners of those grand finals will take $700 home. The runner-up, $400, and the two other teams that will be playing for third and fourth place will both get $200.
Definitely goes to show you've got a lot to play for. Alongside it, though, obviously we've got our MVP awards for the day. And definitely keen to see which players might have taken them away, as this has all been a part of the Fortress Melbourne House Cup, presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware.
Thank you to them for making all of this possible. And as we are about to roll into our elimination playoffs, the peak of the night. Everyone get excited. Make sure your drinks with you and make sure you don't spill them as these games come up. For now, we're going to jump to a break, get ourselves some water, get some drinks, get comfortable, and we'll see everyone in just a moment.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Fortress Melbourne House Cup, presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware. My name is Matsy. I'm coming back with you once again with Quicksand. And my word, we have had some epic open qualifiers.
That's right. We've seen a whole bunch of games come through. Teams struggle, teams push hard, and teams succeed. And now that we're here, we're off to the playoffs, starting with some semi-finals. And we've got one. Each team actually has one. Each team represents each of the other teams. We've got one Jim, we've got one Karina, one Booties, and one Vela. We've got all of them.
It's fantastic, isn't it? Every single one of them are united. I'm so excited to see which of them is going to be able to come out on top. But before we get into that, I think we've got some awards to announce.
That's right. We're going to start off with our first award of the day, our MVP, presented by Alienware.
So, Alienware MVP is going to be coming at you, taking away a prize pack, as you can see on your screens right over there. Yes, over there. You can take away some awesome stuff. Taking away the AW510M RG Gaming mouse, as well as the AW510K RGB gaming keyboard and the AW510H 7.1 gaming headset. So there's a lot of good stuff on offer here.
That's right. It's a really big way to upgrade your setup, get your gaming to the next level. So thank you to Alienware for making this all possible. And our MVP was a hard choice. There are a lot of players that came through, and I gotta say, we got to give it to Drea. Unbelievable. From Ignista, who were playing so well. They unfortunately did lose before they made it to the playoffs, but every single time Drea was on the screen, had the ball in their hands, they were unstoppable. The ball was not going past them. The ball was being fired into the back of the net every single time Drea had it. It was unbelievable.
Absolutely fantastic stuff coming through from Drea, as well as the rest of their team in Ignista Esports, all the way through their journey in the tournament. Definitely a well-earned reward for Drea there, to say the least, and I hope we see more of them in the Rocket League scene.
That's right. And now we have our next award to move on to as well. So after Drea walks away with the Alienware MVP, we also have our Telstra Play of the Day. Now, I got to say, this was a tough one, but the prize, what prize will our Telstra Play of the Day be walking away with?
Well, funny you should ask that. Our Telstra Play of the Day winner will be taking away 200,000 Telstra plus bonus points there in their package. And honestly, there's a lot of good things that you can use on that. You can buy a phone. Maybe you can buy some, game systems on offer. There's a lot of good things that you can take away with those bonus points there.
That's right, and even if you want to get more into Rocket League, you've been enjoying, you can use these Telstra points to get yourself an even better controller. But at the end of the day, we've had to give it to a player who has executed some of the most wonderful goals we've seen in tandem with their team. We're going to give it straight to the hands of Pagsy as our Telstra Player of the Day. Beautiful goal here coming through from Ignista Esports, down the side, played off the rebound, and right into the goal, right past Geomeister. I gotta say, it was a hard one to choose, but executed so smoothly with so much teamwork, so much efficiency. How can you not love it?
Exactly right there, Oscar. Fantastic stuff coming through from Pagsy today. Able to make such impressive plays for their team. Just a lot of physicality, honestly, from business as usual. And you can see that they're going to be able to display that again, heading into the finals as well. They have absolutely brute forced their way through.
That's right. So congratulations to Pagsy for being able to walk away with 200,000 points. And Matt, there's one more award to go.
I wonder what that could be. Oh, wait, it's the Jester Award. And we are going to be seeing that one come up on our screens now. Obviously, our prize pack is going to be a 2-hour PC pass, followed by a couple of standard drink cards there and a Jester baseball cap.
Wow, I think our Jester will be having a good time tonight after the tournament, sitting down, playing some video games with some drinks and a swag cap to pop on their head. And this one was a tough one, but there was one team that just stood out to me, and I gotta say, all of Grand Platinum were just so much fun to watch. It wasn't any particular moment in the game, but all of them had some great moments on camera. Every time they scored, we'd see the camera flipped at them, they would smile, they would laugh, and it would make my day. So congratulations to Grand Platinum for taking away the Jester. It would be some cheers, it would be some smiles. Look at that, everyone cheers all around. It's a great thing we want to see here in the Alienware Arena.
Absolutely shows that it has a lot of personality behind that team there, as they did have high energy all throughout their series. So definitely big shout out to the Grand Platinums for taking away the Jester Award.
So we've given away our 3 big awards of the day, our Alienware MVP, our Telstra Player of the Day, and our Jester Award. Everyone walking away home happy with some awards that they deserve. And now it's about time to get into the nitty-gritty. We have our playoffs coming up in our semifinals, and there are big games going on. Let's take a look at the bracket.
Let's take a look indeed. It is going to be on the top side of things. Big Goose from House Gym taking on Leg from House Vela. So definitely eager to see how that matchup will shape up. And we've also got on the bottom side of things, 20 floors up against business as usual, House Boots and House Karina.
That's right. And don't forget, all of these teams will be taking home at least $200. We have our finals bracket presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware. That third and fourth place, will be taking home $200. Second place, $400, and first place, a whopping $700.
There's definitely a lot to play for, to say the least, and I'm eager to see exactly what we are going to see. It is going to be Big Goose versus Leg to kick things off here. Hey, look at that. It's House Gym again, your favorite.
That's right, House Gym coming in. I gotta say, my little bit of bias is kicking in once again. Big Goose, they have been a fantastic team, and we have been talking to some of the players. I've taken quite a liking to them. Leg, on the other hand, they are sitting very comfortably with that Vela. Fantastic house to be in otherwise, and they're all going to be chasing for their house points. And don't forget, because these teams have already made it to the playoffs, that means that at the very least they have obtained 500 points for their team. Whoever comes in that second place will manage to get 700 and first 1,000 points towards their house.
That's definitely going to be a lot to play for here into the finals. We'll see which team will be able to take it away though. Trying to push their way forward is Leg now. Taking a look at Lords Grims there. Seeing if they can get it away from their goals right now. Clean Dustmite trying their best to brute force their way forward as well. Scout going to be able to keep it up. There's Smoopinator almost sending it straight through. Good defense coming out from Buddy.
Now we're going to see Lord Grimm sitting here. We haven't been able to see much of Leg either, so we finally had a new team being revealed, coming out to us, and let's see if they can shatter Big Goose and start looking towards that crown. We have Buddha now bringing the ball down. It is on Lord Grimm to try and deny Clean Dustmite's advance. Clean Dustmite bringing it in the air, trying to fly it over Lord Grims, but Lord Grims' timing off the wall was just too perfect. As you see Schmerpinator bringing it off the wall.
Bring it off the wall there, trying to see where the ball will fall. Clean Dustmite going to try and send it all the way down though. Good diversion there for Lord's Grims there. Trying to keep it away from their goals as much as possible. Good physicality from Schmoopinator though. Just keeping it on the orange side of the court as much as possible. Trying to see what they can do with it though. Clean Dustmite on the defense.
And I gotta say, that was a beautiful save from Clean Dustmite to deny Leg the opening goal of the game as Schmoopinator finds that first blood and opens it up for Big Goose.
Great start there for Big Goose, as they will be able to find the angle and slice and dice their way to an opening goal. But there's still plenty more time. 3 minutes 26 on the clock. We're straight into the kickoff here. Buddy trying their best to push forward. A demo comes through. We'll see if Scout can prevail. It's keeping it on the orange side.
Now, we've seen a lot of stand-up plays from Supinator time and time again, as Big Goose seems to have such a stacked team. Scout has been able to pick up so many of these balls. Clean Dust Mite again. So many saves, so many shots. Big Goose is such a well-rounded team, and we haven't been able to see Leg come out and really perform much, as they haven't been on the broadcast. So they've got a big bunch of hidden skills tucked up their sleeve, and maybe watching Big Goose on the screen has given them a bit of an advantage as Scout tries to bring it off the backboard. Supinator looks for that goal and just can't find it as the demos go all along over the board.
Going absolutely haywire at the moment. The demo's coming out left, right, and center right now. We'll see if they can push forward though. Lords Grims trying to get it away. Scout able to push it though. Smoothinator joining in as well. Got a bit more momentum behind it. Back to center field. Clean Dust Mite not able to clean that one through. And now it goes to the Big Goose side of the field, close to the goal. This is getting a bit dangerous. Smoothinator nicely cleared, however.
Man, I can't get around that name. Schmoopinator finally runs back, trying to set up for the goal, and there it is, Schmoopinator. I got it. Coming down with the ball through the air, giving it down to Scout, trying to get in front of that goal, but it does not come with any fruit as Clean Dust Mite once again is setting up the ball for the team. Scout brings it off the wall, carrying it down through the air. It's off the back post, and it just doesn't make it in.
Let's see if they can make it in. Heading forward now, though. Smoothinator trying to carry it high there. Scout manages to pick it up as well. Looks like Chris X, 888, going to be able to send it back to Smoothinator, though. Playing off the 1-2 there. Oh, almost into the corner. But it will be walled off a little longer.
Clean Dust Mite now looking to be able to keep it safe for his team as they do get demolished. Scout now off the backboard, trying to keep it up. Smoothinator on top of the ball, but the pressure is all over the place. It just scoops under the opposition, but barely defended there by Chris.
Let's see if there is going to be some more solid defense coming through right now. Lords Grims tries to push up. Demo to come through as well. Smoothinator able to send it back, seeing if they can carry it through to the other side of the field. Good carry through to the center. Clean Dust Mite picks it up, trying to drop it down now. Not going to be able to angle it for Scout there. Still going to be kept on the leg side of the field though. They are managing to get some traction themselves, cutting it through to the center. Clean Dust Mite picks it up.
Now on to Scout, who tries to finish it and just plays it off the Clean to finish it off. What a shot, what a pass, and that gives Big Goose the 2-goal lead they have been looking for.
Great way to kick things off there for Big Goose. A 2-goal lead now with 49 seconds to go. They're starting to feel a bit more comfortable, but Leg, they've still got opportunities here. They need to try their best to score a couple of goals to at least go for overtime. Otherwise, this could be game one.
Smoothinator still trying to bring the ball down. A big rock for their team, but hasn't had a chance to see too much action so far, as Clean Dust Mite has been a real standout player this game. Keeping that ball up in the air, down in the hand of Smoothinator. It is not denied in the air, but Chris is going to bring it down. Past Big Goose. Big Goose. Scout manages to deny it. They're bringing up Buddha with a big stop, but the ball is still. Lord Grims there to back it up. There's 20 seconds left on the clock. The demolition comes down, and Buddha now trying to keep it up. Clean Dust Mite, it's down in that blue half. Looking dangerous towards the goal as Buddha gets her hands on it once again. Denied by Supinator into that open goal. Chris trying to get on top of the ball. Supinator can't finish it with 7 seconds ticking down on the clock. Big Goose is feeling confident, and it looks like they will be taking that first game in the best of 3.
Great way to start things off there for Big Goose. Taking away a couple of nice goals, and they do take a game one as well. Definitely feeling confident after that one. You can see they've got the energy behind them on screen there. And let's see if they can carry that through into game 2, or whether we do see the revenge of Leg Day.
We've seen both these teams hold off so strongly, and I have to say Clean Dust Mite was a real standout player that game. Being able to hold off like that, score so many goals, such a stable player. And I have to say, Big Goose are really showing what they're made of. A fantastic cast. And again, I'll mention, Schmoopinator is actually an ex-professional player, someone who has played up on the big stage in Australia. So to be able to have a player like that on your team must instill at least a little bit of confidence.
Absolutely. You're going to be fired up with players like that behind your roster. But obviously, we've got great players on every roster tonight, coming down to play in the Fortress Melbourne House Cup. Speaking of, here it is, game 2, kicking off right now in 2-all. The ball going to be on the leg side of the field already, but it looks like they're picking it up and looking to send it straight back.
Lord Grims now on top of the ball as we kick it all off. It seems like Leg has started to mount a big offense this game, and they want to keep the pressure on, but Big Goose is staying cool. Look at their mechanics. Big Goose is such a confident team with being able to maneuver their car, and it is so beautiful to see every time. They know the ins and outs, the backs and the fronts of all of their cars as the ball comes off the inside of the post, and Clean Dustmite can't finish it. Keeps the ball deep, but leaves in the hands of Leg to try and bring it up. Now Scout coming down that bend on top of the ball, denied by Lord Grims.
Denial will come through there. Clean Dustmite trying to drop it down for their teammates. Not going to be able to find it though. Good defense from Leg. Now trying to counter-attack, getting close, but it is going to be pushed to the side there. Lords Grims now trying to go for a setup of their own. Almost good, but Smoopinator pushes it high in the sky there. Buddy trying to see if they can find it as well. It's going to be sent back to the center. Clean Dustmite trying to stall it a little longer with Scout. Clean Dustmite ready in position, and there it is. Goal number 1, locked and loaded for Big Goose.
Clean Dustmite, you have to calm down. A big open net as Grims tries to deny the flick, but Clean Dustmite was just too cool with it, knocking it in and giving Big Goose the lead they have been looking for.
Let's see if they can find a further lead here. Ball going to be on the Big Goose side of the field for now. Lords Grims trying to center it through there. Scout picks it up, sending it through to the opposition's corner now. Leg desperately trying to carry it forward, get a bit of traction behind it, but always when they try, there's a Big Goose player ready and waiting for them.
Chris, with that deflection, had to force Lord Grims to save that almost beautiful shot on their own goal. As Shrimpinator now tries to deny Butter that push up. Holding onto the ball, trying to get a Clean Dustmite, but look at how Clean Dustmite is playing recently. It was never going to happen. Shrimpinator can't get on top of the ball, but Scout was in the back of the net, denying Leg that equalizer.
A lot of denials coming through so far in this series, and I'm sure that there's plenty more to come. Speaking of, we do have more attacks coming through here. Clean Dustmite going to see if they can carry it now. Nicely done. They pushed it past the defenders, and Big Goose take their second goal.
Take a look at this replay. Clean Dustmite has been on fire in the air as Lord Grims tries to deny it. Does get a bit of a bounce on top of Clean Dustmite and the ball, giving a bit of a boost to finish it off, and Big Goose are now looking ever so big and so close to that grand final.
See if they are going to be able to make it here in this best of 3 series. Lords Grims trying to get the touch through there. Buddy ready for it as well. Going to be sent towards the orange goals again. Luckily, they are able to clear it out. Now trying to deflect it towards the blue goals into the corner. It will remain, though. Trying to carry it there. See if they can find something off it. They're getting close to it. Good double commit, though, to carry it out there.
Now the pressure is on Leg to try and find something here to bring it back, but they haven't been able to find any clear opportunities yet. And every time there seems to be something on, Big Goose just continues to deny it. Clean Dustmite on the ball, such a danger this game. Every time they get their hands on the ball, I don't want to blink. As Butter now looking on top of that ball. Lord Grims turning it down. No one to back him up as he tries to get the ball in front of goal. No one to finish it. Swoopinator now looking to bring it up. It's on the orange side of the field as Butter continuing to deny any advances, but if Big Goose can stay at this pace, the game is theirs.
We'll see if they are going to be able to manage it now. They get so close to the goals, they're not able to lock it in just yet. Scout manages to push it back. Good clearance from Buddy, though. Lords Grims trying to play with it as well. See if they can send it downfield. Buddy goes for it, and there it is. Leg get their first goal.
The equalizer they have been looking for, and now they've brought this game to much higher stakes. They are a contestant for this grand final. They do want to take this series, and they will not let Big Goose win.
See if they are going to be able to make that a reality here. Chris X pushing to the corner now. Good pick up by Smoopinator, though. Chris X keeping it on their side of the field for now, but Scout's in action here with Smoopinator. Good bounce. Seems it is going to be carried back towards center field, however, but not for long. Smoopinator's on the prowl again.
Now it's down to Lord Grims to try and keep it further to that Leg goal. They've been trying to head towards Big Goose's side for so long, and they managed to find one. With us ticking down to that 60-second mark, they need to find something now before they're shut out. But Big Goose is just on top of the ball every time. Shubinator bringing it down to Clean Dustmite. That redirect comes down. Lord Grims barely deflecting it as we hit that 60 seconds, and Scout says no more.
Fantastic shot coming through there from Big Goose. They play off each other, manage to find the bounces, and it favors them in the long run and taking away their third. 56 seconds to go though. Leg, the pressure's on.
They have 2 more goals to find as Lord Grimms does get a big kickoff start. They are aggressive, they are hungry, they are not ready to get knocked out. That's a big kickoff, but they don't find anything from it. As Chris gets on top of the ball, it's coming off the backboard, but Scout already there to shut it down.
Shutting down and looking to restart again here. Buddy, be able to get the tap though, trying to pass to Chris X. Good pickup from Scout, however, pushing it to the leg side of the field again. Lord Grimms desperately trying to carry it to Big Goose's goal line now, getting so close to it. Good clearance from Smoopinator though, not giving them the opportunity.
Every time we've seen Clean Dustmite get on top of the ball, they are so dangerous. It's like Clean Dustmite has unlimited boost. Every time they're under the ball, they just zoom. As Scout now shuts down that ball on top of Chris. There's only 6 seconds left. Leg needs to find something here or else their series is over. Lord Grimms trying to play it up, and with that timer ticking down to 0, the ball will have to touch the ground and Big Goose will have to walk away with their crown. They are heading to the Fortress House Cup Grand Finals.
Well played there by a Big Goose, managing to push their way through the series, and they will find their place in the Grand Final.
Now stepping up, being able to bring their team to more glory, and I gotta say, it is good to see us come through. Big Goose, they have made it through, and now they're online for a big prize pool.
Definitely eager to see how it will play out for them, because there's potential for them to take away $700 dues.
That's right, and now they're guaranteed at least $400 and 700 points for their team. That is a huge guarantee, putting everyone ahead, and let's take a look at the bracket again.
As we can see here, first match was a Big Goose versus a Leg there. So, House Gym in a Big Goose will be progressing through to the Grand Final. Following suit, though, we've got another matchup on our hands. It is 20 floors up for House Boots, coming up against a Business as Usual from House Karina.
Now, this is going to be an exciting matchup. We've seen Business as Usual perform just earlier, and 20 floors up, I mean, we've learned some interesting trivia about them we might be able to share just as we load into game. Both teams have been extremely proficient. They both know each other's ins and outs, and they are ready to work with their team to fight for victory and look towards this grand final.
Absolutely, and I am super eager to see which of these two teams will be able to progress their way through to the grand final here, because we've already seen some of their playstyle, seen that competitive nature for them. And as you can see on our screens now, we're getting loaded up into that game very shortly.
And look at that. Once again, the only team we've seen so far represent Karina, and they are already through to the semifinals. Looking very, very strong. It must be nice to have some patriotism flowing through you.
Yep, I'm glad I've got at least one team. Oh, gosh. Well, at least with the one team that we have seen from House Karina, have managed to push their way all the way to our finals here. And we'll see if they can deliver here in this series as well.
Facing up against Boots, and I gotta say, I learned something about 20 floors up, 20 floors up LMAO. I almost missed that one. They actually all live together on the same apartment on the 20th floor. You never would have guessed.
I love that bit of trivia there. It's definitely quite interesting to see how they've played that into their team name as well. Well, eager to see a bit of 9 to 5 business as usual. Suit up. We're getting ready for it. I reckon the game is going to be underway sooner rather than later.
The business people up against the flatmates. It's going to be a battle for the ages as 20 floors up again. I mean, yeah, when you live with someone, you get to know their ins and outs. You get to know everything about them, even if it drives you mad. These guys have all been working hard to get this far and to show that they've made it to the Fortress House Cup provided by Telstra and supported by Alienware. To get this far, they have done a pretty good job.
Absolutely. Very keen to see how things will shape up when we do get into game, but obviously impressive to see a representation from all of the houses managing to make their way into the finals as it is. And I'm eager to see if maybe we get, red versus blue in the final again, perhaps. Who knows? Maybe we'll see Boots pull through. It could be a blue and yellow.
That's right, and we hear that countdown timer going down as 20 Floors Up begin their kickoff against Business as usual. Again, a battle for the ages. The roommates up against the business people. Who will be able to walk away at the top of this best of 3? And who will move on to the grand finals to pick up that prize of 1,000 points for your house and $700 for your team?
We'll see if Business as usual can perform outside of office hours here as Grindle takes to the skies, trying to see if they can get a pay rise there. Looking to go for something else out of this one is a Pagsy, pushing it to the corner. Exodus good on the pickup though. Airmac going to send it towards the goals, trying to go for the drop shot perhaps. He's going to be cleared by Sweeper though. Pagsy ready for it again, however.
And you know, 20 Floors Up, not only do they all live together, there's another interesting bit of trivia we've got here to share. It's not just the fact that they all live together, but do you remember Swoopinator from last game?
Yes, we do.
We do, and Sweeper in this game, as Grindle finds the first goal, and Business as usual are playing it too cool in their first game of their best of 3.
Great start there, coming through for Business as usual, splashing their way into an opening goal. And we'll see if they can maintain that consistency heading into the second kickoff here as Airmax sends it straight to the corner. Great pickup though. Kuma's ready for it as well. Not going to be able to get it though because Grindle is on the prowl.
Grindle has been such a highlight player. I think everyone has from Business as usual, but Grindle in the air on top of those balls, the amount of redirects and goals we've seen from awkward angles is unbelievable. Everyone from Business as usual, very well rounded, but the same goes for 20 Floors Up. Exodus, Kuma, all there as Business as usual are too cool with it once again, finding their second of the night.
Great way to kick it off there for Business as usual as they do manage to take a goal number 2 here. 3 minutes 40 to go though, 20 Floors Up. They got opportunity to recover at this stage and we'll see if they can manage it. Pagsy though, already sending it downfield. Sweeper, good to pick it up, but does lose it.
Now 20 Floors Up, let's take a look at Sweeper. Here's something I heard the other day. Sweeper is actually an ex-teammate of Swoopinator. They both played on the same team earlier at high levels, and they're both, if 20 Floors Up goes on to the next round, we're going to have teammate versus teammate playing against each other once again.
Eager to see how that does shape up because, you know, there could be a bit of a rivalry come through there. Since you played together, you know, you try to see if you can one-up them perhaps. Try and say, hey, I know you, I'm in it to get you. We'll see what comes out of this one though. Obviously, lots of interesting angles being found already in the hits, but no one able to score a goal for some time yet.
Business as usual have once again been domineering as they've continued to do so in the last couple of games. Airmac, again, a beast in the air. You just don't see anything like it. We've seen Pagsy time and time again, the winner of our one and only Telstra Player of the Day as Exodus finds that equalizer 20 Floors Up, now making it a 1-goal game.
1-goal game will come through there. 2 minutes 33 to go here. Definitely opportunity to even it up and maybe even ascend beyond them. We'll see which team is going to be able to prove themselves though heading into the kickoff here as Grindle gets a nice touch. It is quickly picked up, however. Pagsy being overwhelmed as well. Maybe something else comes out of it, but no. The ball's still in play on the orange side of the field.
Sweeper continues to deny any pressure of Business as usual. They get the ball down to the blue side of the field, but in exchange, they lose all possession of it. Now heading over to Business as usual. We see Grendel pick it back up. It's being sent right back towards him as Pagsy gets a big deflection off that backboard. And it is flying across the field as Grendel once again gets a beautiful block there to deny 20 Floors Up there. Equalizer. Business as usual now looking to turn the game around.
Let's see if they can do just that here. Kuma trying to drive it downfield. It's going to be met by some resistance there. Exodus with the same. Pagsy good to clear it out. Kuma back in action as well. Trying to see if they can carry it through the Business as usual's court there. Sweeper looking to do an effective job at it. Nice pass, and that is going to be a goal. It is even Stevens now. Exodus secures it. 2 for 2.
2 from Exodus and 2 for 20 Floors Up. What an incredible finish and what an incredible way to equalize the game. Exodus has just led their team single-handedly, obviously with the support of their team. That's what Rocket League is all about, to be able to get to that equalized score, and it looks like no one is being written out of this best of 3 yet.
It's anyone's game here, and it looks like the demos are going to be a part of the game as well. Pagsy now Trying to drive it forward though. Kuma and Exodus at least able to clear it off to the side, see if they can get a drive of their own. Grindle gets a nice tap though whilst they attempt it. Airmac luckily stopped in mid-air there, otherwise they could have had a straight shot on the goal. Pagsy now trying to drive it again though. It's all on Grindle here. It just seems to be a game of possession at this stage.
And what we see 20 Floors Up continuously do, and the way they like to play, is time and time again, they like to force the other team to do stuff. They hold on to that possession, and it makes what we're seeing here business as usual. Try to lunge out and find opportunities because 20 Floors Up is so calm and so cool with that possession. We'll see it now. Kuma bringing it up the side, trying to seek it past Pagsy, but there through the sky is Sweeper off the crossbar, doesn't find anything, and Exodus looking again. The physicality does not come through, and the goal is once again denied.
Computer says a no there once again. We'll see. We will be able to pull through in the last 25 seconds here. Will we see a goal or will it go all the way to overtime? Kuma trying to take a shot towards the corner. Will be stopped. Sweeper luckily able to pick it up though. Keep it on the business as usual side of the field, but not for long. Pagsy good to retrieve it there as well. 10 seconds here. Somebody's got to score a goal surely. Pagsy's trying for it. Grindle's in the sky trying to keep it high rise. It is going to be cleared out. This is going to go to overtime unless, oh! 20 Floors Up! They managed to pull through, take the game with a last second goal.
Sweeper finds an unlikely opportunity right into an open goal as the timer ticks down to 0 to take their team straight through to that next game with a big tick on their scoreboard, meaning they only need to win one more to make it through to that grand final and win a prize of $700.
My gosh, there's a lot on the line here. You can tell that there was a lot rolling in to that last second goal there. But alas, they do manage to band together and pull through for a game of victory there. I cannot believe my eyes, Oscar. That was crazy.
I gotta say, Matt, is 20 Floors high enough for a penthouse, or do you think with the $700 prize pool they'll be able to go even higher? Might hop in the Eureka Tower, get the top floor?
They'll go to the Sky Deck, and we will go straight into the next game, it would seem.
And we're going to see Grindle once again kicking it off with a bang. All this action and all this control in the air. Exodus is really the person to look out for from 20 Floors Up. Been so dangerous so far, and Sweeper came in with that game-winning goal. Everyone so well-rounded. I'll say it again. They have been fantastic. Everyone contributing to everyone's success. That's how a team should work in Rocket League.
Well, it looks like they're going to be able to do just that. Getting pretty close to a goal already as 20 Floors Up. Trying to play off of one another. Luckily, they've got defenders on the business-as-usual side, though, but Sweeper and Co, they're trying to band together, see if they can pull through. Good shot from business-as-usual, sends down Fields, giving them a bit of time to recover. Looks like that recovery could work wonders for them. They send it towards the corner of the goals there. Not going to be able to pull through with an execution just yet, though.
Kuma bringing it down through the sky as Pagsy denies the advance. Airmac now looking towards an open goal, and it's down to Exodus to deny it. Grindel still always on top of that ball as we see Kuma try to bring it down the pitch. That goal was not ready to be scored. Now up on that blue side, 20 Floors Up, they have taken that first series. There is 3 minutes 40 left on the clock, and they are ready to close it out. But Pagsy says not today. Trying to bring it forward. Grindel still keeping that pressure on. Business as usual, they still have that mechanical prowess. It is amazing, and I mean, what can they get with $700? They can retire. There is no more business as usual if they win.
Yeah, maybe they can retire. Maybe they can get some new phones for each other. Who knows? But we've still got a game on our hands here. Kuma desperately trying to secure a goal. Not going to be able to slip it through that top right corner. Is going to be sent out by business as usual. Seems that they're struggling to find the closer here. Grindle, though, might be able to do it. To send it just slightly forward. Exodus good on the pickup. Will be bounced to the ground. Sweeper ready for it though. Trying to see if they can center it through for another attempt again. Exodus unfortunately not able to find the angle though. The defenders, they're just too vigilant.
And that vigilance is paying off, but it just flies into the goal off the back of Exodus, and that has got to hurt.
I think I just cursed that one, Oscar.
Oh no. Poor Airmac. Take a look at that.
Sorry, team. Well, 20 floors up will be able to take away their first one there, and they are looking to see if they can take away quite a few more as well. Airback, though, going to be reaching for the skies now, straight towards Sweeper. Exodus looking to pick it up as well, sent to the floor. Kuma ready, trying to take it even further beyond. It will be sent a little bit further back. Sweeper prepared for it, though. Good center, no one able to collect it, and a good diversion from Pagsy.
Big demo to continue it off, and I gotta say, Airmac must be writhing in their seat right now as Exodus finds a second. This player just does not stop again and again and again. We are in the semifinals, and Exodus just turned up.
Absolutely, going absolutely crazy at the moment. Turning up when it counts and delivering on all fronts. We'll see if they can continue with a 2 minute 12 to go here. Business as usual, still have opportunity, but they just need to capitalize upon it. They're finding their fair share of struggles, and we'll see if they can overcome them.
And again, Exodus, 5 out of 20 floors up's goals in this series, 4 of them have been Exodus. An absolutely incredible player who just has the ability to continuously finish off every single time. As Pagsy looking into an open goal and finds the close equalizer for Business as usual. They haven't managed to equalize the game just yet, but they are looking so much closer.
And just like that, there is a glimmer of hope here for the side of Business as usual. They might just be able to band together, maybe even it up 2 for 2. It's all going to depend on their teamwork and cohesion here, whether they can make their dreams come true. Speaking of Akuma and Co, nice drive downfield, almost into the goal. Bagsy on the defense though, sends it back. Airmac trying to pick it up, sent straight towards Kuma now. They're on the reset, but they're ready to go for another attempt.
Grindel, so much control over the ball, but every shot Exodus, every touch Exodus makes is a shot. It just seems to just gravitate towards the goal as Grindel now looking to continue to deny this one. 20 floors up, trying to take possession of the ball, but it's anyone's game right now. 1 minute left on the clock as Airmac continuously pushes it up for their team. Business as usual now with the pressure on 20 floors up. They're looking towards the backboard. Pagsy in the air, denied by Exodus.
And the denials continue to ring true here. Grindel now, though, trying to play forward with their team. Good physicality there. Pagsy bouncing it off the board as well. Exodus just trying to clear it out as quickly as possible there. Grindel good for the touch, but it will be sent back to the business as usual side of the field here. They're trying their best to keep it alive, try and dive through for a goal. But 20 floors up, they aren't letting up either.
Business as usual. They have 30 seconds left on the clock to survive in this series and walk through to the grand final. Grindel off the backboard and Sweeper finds it off the crossbar. What a finish, and what a way to deny Business as usual their spot in the grand final.
23 seconds to go. 2 goals in 23 seconds. It is going to be a heavy task indeed. And we'll see if they will be able to attempt it here. Heading into the kickoff. Set offside already. Reaching for the skies. No one able to pick it up just yet. Bagsy, though, ready for it. Tries to deliver it to the goal. They're going to hit the crossbar, though. The denial comes through. Grindel trying to play off of it, but no one's managing to execute just yet.
In Sweeper's hands as the clock ticks down. 20 floors up, might not have to sit so tall in their building anymore. The clock is ticking down, looking towards that goal of Business as usual, and it looks like they are going to have to dress up and head to work tomorrow.
Sure, they'll be very sad about that indeed, but alas, it is going to be the series going the way of 20 floors up there. Fantastic efforts coming through, honestly, throughout that series. Like, it looked pretty close in that first game, but after that, something seemed to snap in them. They just went absolutely Hulk mode into that second game there.
Exodus is just so dangerous. Every time Exodus is atop of the ball, every touch they make, it just turns into a shot. It's always on target, and it is unbelievable. I gotta say, this has been a really exciting game to watch, and 20 floors up is now headed through to the grand final up against Big Goose.
Definitely keen to see what both of these teams are going to look like heading towards the grand final, because we've already seen some of the masterful play that can come through from them. And honestly, I'm keen to see more of it because I can't pick a winner. They're both just looking so confident.
Neither can I. I mean, again, let's talk about what these teams could do with the money. Okay? They could move off the 20th floor. They could go up to the 100th floor. They could go down to the first, whatever they're feeling. But Big Goose, maybe settle down, have some geese, start a family. I don't know. $700 is a lot of money.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do with that one there. You know, you can get yourself a gaming system, maybe get yourself some Alienware products. There's a lot of opportunity there for the players to make good use of that when they do push their way towards the grand final.
Let's take a look at this replay of the game. It is going to be both the semifinals running back here with our first game, Big Goose versus Leg, and we get to see the magic that is Schmoopinator and the magic that is Clean Dust Mite. Both have been on top of their game and so stand out. Really important to keep your eyes open for these two as we move into our grand final. They have been fantastic players. Having a bit of delay there as we see once again Schmoopinator just unbelievable at finishing these goals. That was a great goal, fantastic. That one stood out to me as well, and the popcorn finish really just does make it all the much better.
Yeah, love a bit of popcorn. Can't go wrong with it, honestly. I like the splash goal finish myself, you know, but obviously we are going to see a few more finishes there. Good to see the popcorn coming out once again here. Just time after time, goal after goal, seeing a plentiful amounts of teamwork coming through there in order to land those executions. A Scout picking it up just as their teammate passed it off to them. It's fantastic to see just how well they are able to play around one another.
There's Schmoopinator, big smile on their face, and very excited to know they made it to the grand final as everyone is so happy that they made it there. 20 floors up versus Business as usual. We've just seen how this goes as Business as usual. We're playing it too cool. 20 floors up, looking for their opportunities as Pagsy found a second, but 20 floors up just continue to batter and batter and batter. Exodus found the first one, and I think we already know who found the second one. That is going to be Exodus again. As we tick down to that last second of the game, Sweeper was never going to miss that one.
Absolutely not. You can see the happiness coming out there. They're standing up out of their seat, loud and proud after that one. Definitely very happy with themselves after making their way through towards the grand final.
What a fantastic way to finish off the game as we were walking into that second game of the series. So 20 floors up, they were starting to build up that pressure. They knew the tempo they had to move at as Exodus once again found another goal. And who was it again?
It was indeed none other than Oscar.
Exodus found that second goal, and Pagsy attempted to try and equalize it. They made a fantastic effort, but once again, 20 floors up. Look at that. Throwing the 20 floors up at all of us. A fantastic game from them as we now know who our grand finalists are. Let's take a look at this final bracket. Big Goose managed to beat Leg in their semi-final. 20 floors up managed to crush out Business as usual. Unfortunately, your team will be out, Matt. And now we're looking...
We got on broadcast. That's what matters.
And now we're looking towards our grand final. Let's hear it here. Big Goose versus 20 floors up. What are they going to win if they can take home the prize tonight?
Well, first place will be taking away $700, followed by second place taking away $400 here. And to make note, this one's a bit different than the other ones. It is going to be a best of 5 series as opposed to the best of 3 we've seen all throughout the night.
That's right. To clarify, that means up until now, a team has just had to win 2 games to be able to close out a series, and now a team will have to walk away with a whole 3. But Exodus does it again to open up the grand final series. 20 floors up, taking their first lead of the game.
Wow, I think that Exodus heard you after we were talking about the replays there, Oscar. It's like Exodus scoring goals. Oh yeah, let's run it back. Let's do it again. We're into another kickoff, and now though, Kuma and Exodus are trying to take some control here. Sweeper at least going to be able to sweep it offside there. Good to play off their opponent, sending it to the opposing corner. Big Goose trying to see if they can struggle their way through.
Now, Clean Dust Mite on top of the ball. Everyone, keep your eyes peeled for Exodus as you come through. Wait, don't forget, Schmoopinator and Sweeper, both on the same team before they walked into this competition. These guys know how each other play. They know their likes and dislikes, their favorite food and their favorite color. It must be so sad to have to look them in the eyes and crush them to win the competition.
Absolutely, and it promotes that competitive spirit coming in to the tournament here as well. Speaking of We are going to see a Scout pick up the ball there, try and drive it down with Clean Dust Mite. Exodus at least gets a little control for their teammates to pick it up. See if they can carry it a little further forward. It's going to be located by Smoopenator though, almost sending it straight through to the goal there. Kuma good to at least collect it, save it out. It looks like a demo will come through as well. Kuma forced into a situation, but no! Clean Dust Mite slips through the cracks there and takes away the first goal for Big Goose.
What a way for Clean Dust Mite to put it away off the roof of Sweeper's car and equalizing it for the first game of our grand final.
And here we go again, straight into the kickoff here. Exodus trying to push forward. It is going to be sent straight back towards their goals though by Big Goose. Kuma though, smooth sailing drive for the moment. Sent straight to Smoopenator there, trying to slow it down a little bit. Lots of power coming into that one. No one going to be able to pick it up just yet. Kuma trying for it though, but it is Scout now to push it above the line.
Exodus on top of the ball, and you know when Exodus gets their hands on top of it, you better watch out. Big deflection by Sweeper trying to turn the ball up out of their side, but Kuma was never going to let that one go in. 20 floors up, holding tight. Both teams, the stalemate hasn't been that long, but it feels like it's been centuries already. Everything is at a standstill as both teams are just trying to find, again, that crack in the armor. That crack in the glass, the little mistake to just take advantage of and exploit the whole game. Let the floodgates come through as Smoopenator finds their next goal as Big Goose takes the lead.
Great way to push yourselves into the series there. Big Goose are now going to be on top at 2 minutes 56 seconds to go though. There's still a chance either side could come out on top of this one. And we'll see which one will be able to find some traction heading into the kickoff here. Ball going to be just remaining a sail for the moment. Sweeper though, has managed to push their way through, getting a demo as well on their way through there. Just trying to bring that physicality in to assist their teammates.
Now Scout coming through. Everyone, you better keep your eyes peeled for Clean Dust Mite this game as well. Always on top of the ball. The air control is brilliant. And Clean Dust Mite's ability to deny plays is unbelievable. Every time we see 20 floors up get their hands on the ball, Clean Dust Mite will just be there to deny it from everyone time and time again. Looking for that deflection off the backboard. No one from 20 floors up was there to clean it up as Scout keeps it a bit too close to their own goal as 20 floors up now turning around. Smoopenator is going to take the tide of the game as Clean Dust Mite gets a redirect and Kuma just can't stop it.
Clean Dust Mite, you're set to take your eyes on to them, keep them wide open, and that has been a true statement there as they do manage to carry through. Goal number 3 now for Big Goose. The confidence is just shining through. They are glowing right now.
Did you bring your protractor with you, Matt? That goal's angle was so tight. It's unbelievable. The things that are coming out at Clean Dust Mite, I gotta say, it's taken my breath away as Clean Dust Mite almost finds that 4th for Big Goose already.
Definitely cutting it close there, taking it down to the wire, but there's a lot more that could transpire here for either side. Let's see if their desires will be lit here. As Clean Dust Mite tries to push it forward. He's going to be stuck on their side of the field a little bit longer. Sweeper sending it to Kuma there. Not going to be able to drop it into the goals just yet. Exodus, though, is ready to try and make something happen off of this one. Maybe they can catch it, maybe find the right angle, but it's not meant to be just yet.
Smoopenator now, the ball's under their control. It's a big dribble pass, tries to flick it over Kuma, and that's a huge fake out, but Kuma did not fall. Clean Dust Mite now on top of the ball as Scouts flying through the air. Swoop on that backboard, ready to deny. The flow of play switches, heading straight towards the Big Goose's goal. Clean Dust Mite not ready to let that one in.
Not ready quite yet to make that one happen, but there's still plenty more chances to come through. Just under a minute to go now, though. Sweeper and Co desperately need to try and find a goal here and not allow themselves to be goaled on. As a matter of fact, as the ball is still on their side of the court, they need to return serve it back to Big Goose.
Smoopenator now sitting on back, defending that backboard as Exodus, the danger man, on top of the ball. And it is going to be fired in by Kuma to bring it up to 2-3.
Great execution coming through there. Exodus able to bounce it off the wall straight towards their teammate Kuma. A fantastic pass, and it will allow them another chance at redemption.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, there is 36 seconds left on this clock for our first game of the best of 3, and you better not blink. Big Goose still holding the lead, looking like they are ready to take away the first game, but 20 Floors Up are not ready to let that happen. 20 seconds ticking down as Kuma bounces it off the crossbar, almost equalizing for 20 Floors Up, as Sweeper finds it. 20 seconds left on the clock, and it is 3-all.
My word, this one has just got even spicier. We are down to a tight scoreline. This one could go to overtime. We thought we'd seen the last of overtime, but no, it's come back maybe. 18 seconds here. This one's going to be tight.
What a tense kickoff as a demolition happens right off the bat. Schmoopinator holding tight, both teams on the edge of their seats as both look for a goal before overtime comes down, or else the next kickoff will be even more tense. Sweeper trying to bring it down the line. He just can't find it. As we kick off into overtime, first team to find a goal will take the first game of the best of 5, as Kuma is going to be the first one to touch the ball after the kickoff, not leading to much fruit. Clean Dustmite off the backboard trying to bring it down the spiral, but no one can control the ball yet.
No one able to get the chance at it just yet. Scout now trying to clear it out for Big Goose there. Sweeper though, ready for it. Good a save there by Clean Dustmite, clearing it out for their own team. I like the touch in the air as well by the blue side. They're able to not allow Big Goose to have a free form over the control here. Exodus though, looking to take some control of their own, trying to center it on in. No one there to pick it up, so Scout will be able to clear and now gear up for a potential goal sent towards the top right corner, but they do save it out.
Now, Exodus on top of the ball denies Clean Dustmite the play. Big Goose are all looking towards bigging this one up, but Scout just can't finish it. Smoopinator was there to back it up, but Kuma not letting anything happen. Clean Dustmite on top of the ball. What a pass, but Sweeper denies it.
Denial will come through once again here. Smoopinator now trying to see if they can manage to prevail here. Clean Dustmite. Oh, look at that. Good pickup. Exodus on the save, though. Will keep the ball alive just a little bit longer. That one was quite the close one. We'll see if there's more where that came from, though. Smoopinator clears it out. Trying to go for round 2. Sweeper ready to pull through for their team with Kuma.
Now, Clean Dustmites, whenever they have possession of the ball, a big flick over Sweeper and the demo doesn't go through, but Exodus denies any further push as Clean Dustmite now trying to keep Big Goose in the possession game. It's been 1:45 in this overtime, and neither team has been able to find that breakthrough.
Surely an opportunity will arise, though. Surely there's going to be something to come of this overtime here. Clean Dustmite playing off their teammate, ready for the center there. Sweeper though, ready to sweep it out alongside Kuma. They're just playing the airborne passes here, trying to see if they can catch a center of their own out of this one. Clean Dustmite and Go though, going to be able to send it straight back to their side of the field.
Now Sweeper trying to stay on top of the ball. It comes down to Exodus, and there would be no one else on my team. I'd rather have the ball as Sweeper finds the next goal to finish off the first game. 20 Floors Up.
Fantastic stuff coming through there from our players, able to take a game number 1 out of this one. Look at that energy you can see on our player cam, so they are happy with that one. 20 Floors Up, trying the very best they can to see if they can take away our grand final here.
What a game, and what a way to finish it off. I gotta say, I was biting my nails, and I would be on the edge of my seat if I wasn't standing up. Both these teams are fantastic, and Exodus and Sweeper have been such a deadly combo.
Absolutely, and it just seems like that combo is going to continue to deliver throughout the series, but obviously we do have another team here today which will be seeking revenge in that next one. You could tell that they were pretty eager. They had a lead for quite some time, but then they managed to even it up and pull through in overtime. My word.
What a huge comeback as both teams spam A on their controllers, or X, whatever you're using, to bring themselves into that second game, and I can hardly wait.
Neither can I as we get straight into it. Big Goose here on the orange side, 20 Floors Up, staying consistently on blue. Kuma now trying to play off the ceiling now. Good clearance from Scout there. Sweeper now trying to pull through with it, but Exodus! Great pickup on that pass. Will already be able to send through goal number 1 for 20 Floors Up.
Exodus does it again, and would it be anybody else to put 20 Floors Up with the first blood? Man, I can't say anything better about how fantastic Exodus has been tonight. An unbelievable ability. I feel like I'm watching Cristiano Ronaldo driving a car.
Perhaps you are. Maybe Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi has managed to get their way onto our Rocket League field somehow. Speaking of which, Exodus trying to push their way forward. Smoothinator, good to at least clear it out towards the blue side of the field for now. He's going to be sent back to center now. Kuma, we're going to see if they can catch wind of it, push it a little bit further ahead. Big Goose, though, now they're in control.
Exodus going to deny that push up in the air as Big Goose still holding on. Sweeper bringing it down, and what a deadly combo. You see Sweeper get the ball, you look at Exodus. You see Exodus get the ball, you look at Sweeper. But the same goes for Big Goose. The team is so tight-knit, so strong. Clean Dustmite can just play it off to Smoothinator at a moment's notice, and it is so beautiful to watch how these teams work in their dynamic plays, facing up against each other, and you never know what's going to happen next as Smoothinator looks off the crossbar and doesn't find the equalizer.
Let's see what will come of this one. Kuma and Co trying their best to defend, but alas, a Big Goose to flow their way through for a goal of their own. They managed to unravel the defenses and even it up 1-1.
Smoothinator a little bit frustrated about hitting the crossbar there and wasn't going to let it happen again. Set up for the next shot and just fired it in, making it 1-1 for our second game of the series.
Let's see if they are going to be able to find more than just 1-1 here. Maybe 2-1 perhaps. Ooh, getting a bit close there. Luckily, Sweeper swept their way through to defend it. Smoothinator, good save as well. Trying to keep away from that crossbar. Scout now going to flow their way past as well. Scouts ready to take it airborne if they need to, but it may not be required. Sweeper going to be able to clear it out again as well. Exodus ready for a pass here if their teammates permit it. We'll see if they need it though, Exodus. Not going to be able to get that one. And now the Big Goose try and see if they can pull loose.
Kuma on top of the ball, trying to get the possession to deny Scout the opportunity. Smoothinator comes down, leaves it to Scout. Can't deny it off the backboard as Kuma misses their hit. Sweeper now on top of the ball, going to continue bringing it up. There's 2 minutes 30 left on the clock. Both teams sitting at equal. What a match we have tonight. Both these teams are so hungry for this victory as Sweeper pushes it forward. No one there to pick it up but Scout.
Scout now driving forward there. Lots of power behind it. Does have Kuma to worry about and will be able to retrieve it. Smoothinator though, trying to see if they can retreat back to their goal line here. At least going to be able to have the assistance of their teammate to push it upfield again. Scout now trying to stop it there. Exodus going to be able to get a save through, it would seem, off the backboard. Now trying to see if they can do something with it. Still just going to be present in the corner though. No one able to find the angle they need for a goal shot this time.
Back into Sweeper's hands, trying to bring it up, and that goal is looking so open, but Smoothinator comes out of nowhere. Big Goose's rotations have always been on point. I talked to Smoothinator just outside the game, and Smoothinator kept telling me, watch for our rotations. They were telling me about their play styles and some crazy German coach. I wasn't listening to that. I was trying to hit the strategy, the breakdown, the gameplay. They are just looking at top-tier rotations every single time, and it is harder than it sounds. Picking up boost, making sure it's in the right place at the right time, and that is why it feels like Big Goose is just everywhere all the time. 2 bounces off the crossbars, Clean Dustmite brings it further up. Kuma trying to deny that push, but Scout's on top of the ball. It's heading down to 20 floors up side of the field as Smoothinator holding on to the ball.
Holding on a steady for the time being at 54 seconds to go though. Somebody's going to score something, and just like that, Big Goose take away their second. Speak of the devil and they shall appear. In the goal it will be Scout taking control of that one. Slice and dice. They take the lead, but 52 seconds to go now, Oscar. There's still a chance.
Matt, 52 seconds is more than enough time to find at least one goal. That's the worst thing about only being one goal ahead is it's just so close, so tight. One move from 24's up can bring this whole game into overtime. Right now, Big Goose need to hold on to this lead, but Exodus doesn't let it happen.
My gosh, what a way to even it up once again. You think one team's going to take the lead? Nuh-uh. 20 floors up. They've had enough of it. They will even it up. 39 seconds to go now. Let's see if we're going to see another overtime out of this one, or whether one of the teams might just be able to sneak through a goal again.
Oh my god, Exodus just keeps on doing it!
Wow, I'm truly impressed with that one. Exodus delivering for their team again, slipping through the cracks there and taking away the lead for 20 floors up. 3-2 now, 30 seconds to go. The time is now.
Look, we got to talk about that pass from Kuma. That was unbelievable. What a play from 20 floors up. It shows why they've taken the first game in the series and why they will continue to do so. A pass off the finish to the danger man himself, Exodus, but Big Goose will not take it sitting down.
My gosh, it's just goal after goal in this one. We have 19 seconds to go here. We are getting so close to the end of this game, but neither team is allowing the other to maintain a lead.
There's going to be another goal. There has to be. How many more are we going to see before we move into overtime? As Swoopinator looks down, Exodus going to deny the push as our clock ticks down to 10 seconds. Overtime is looking oh so clear. But it might not come just yet. Clean Dustmite pinching the ball up the field into Scout's hands. Denied. Scout can't get on top of an Exodus. Is going to bounce onto the ground as we move into our second overtime of the series.
Here we go again, straight into the overtime zone. Let's see which team will be able to zone their way through this one. Sweeper, nice center there. Not going to be able to execute though. Crossbar is their worst enemy.
Now Scout looking to turn the tides, bringing the ball up for that next goal. Clean Dustmite in the air, that control, but continuously denied. Exodus now on top of the ball. The demo comes out and finishes off the danger man themselves. Now, Kuma trying to turn around. We've seen their passes. We've seen how dangerous they can be, and they will continue to do so as they push the ball further up.
Let's see if that danger is going to stay present. Oh, Exodus pulls through again in overtime, taking game number 2 for 20 floors up.
Who else was it going to be, Matt? Who else was it going to be but Exodus? Unbelievable how many times they can score a goal, especially at this caliber. 4 goals this game.
Just absolutely insane play coming through there from the side of 20 floors up. They now have a 2-game lead. One more is all they need to take our grand final.
Both teams are eager to get back in the game, but don't forget this is a best of 5. That means that doesn't matter if you take 2 wins, you've got to get that third. There is still so much opportunity for Big Goose to climb back into this game. 3 games straight is not impossible, and I'm interested to see if it could happen.
Well, let's see exactly what's going to come through here, as I think we are going to be getting straight back into game already. The kickoff has been sent. Scout is now trying to send the ball straight through towards 20 floors upside of the field there. Clean Dustmite ready for it as well here. Trying to see if they can maneuver their way forward, but nothing's coming of it just yet. Let's see if they can catch something though. Exodus has a bit of control. Clean Dustmite ready, sending it to the center. Good save from Sweeper.
And don't forget, 20 floors up is now at that match point. One more game means 1,000 points to their house and $700 in their pockets. Now, Big Goose haven't won a game yet, but they are more than still in this game. Every single match we've watched has been unbelievably close. 2 overtimes with goals after such long periods of time. It's I could not tell you which way this game is going to go.
It is a real nail-biter all the way through there. Speaking of, we almost saw a goal come through there. They do manage to slip away from it, though. Swoopinator trying to carry it for their teammates there. Clean Dustmite trying to do the same at the blue side on 20 floors up. Managing to prevail with the pressure, though. Swoopinator, good carry. Carries it forward. There it is! A goal for Big Goose!
What an opener from Swoopinator, and I gotta say, did I expect any less? What a star player, and rocking the cat ears while they're doing it too. How do you look that good at a grand final at the Fortress House Cup?
You just do it with style, as always. And with that, we are going to be in to the kickoff here. Stuck on the orange side of the field for the time being. Clean Dustmite waiting to see where the ball is headed. Swoopinator, though, not waiting for a thing. Trying to push it straight down the center there. Will be met with some resistance. Scout trying to do something with it as well. Will be pushed around the field, it would seem. The physicality's back in action here.
Now, don't forget, Big Goose will be supporting Jim tonight, and 20 Floors Up supporting Boots. Both trying to bring points to their house, so make sure, if they're in your house as well, give it a big cheer as Clean Dust Mites finds a second for Big Goose, and they will not lose this series tonight.
Definitely trying their hardest to keep themselves alive here. 2 goals in their favor with 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go. Let's see if they can maintain the lead as we head into the kickoff now. Supernator trying to take point there. Good demo coming through from Big Goose there. Trying to clear out some of the defenders so they can clear some space through towards 20 Floors Up goals.
Smoopenator flying through the air, bringing it off the backboard as Scouts on top of this ball, looking towards the goal. Can't get the redirect where they're looking as it's 20 Floors Up's turn to take possession. Big Goose says no, but 20 Floors Up still takes it back. Lots of denying and a lot of pressure.
And the pressure continues to build here. Swipper and Co. trying their best to see if they can flow their way forward. Smoopenator does the free flow there. Taken away, goal number 3.
Smoopenator does it again, and now Big Goose 3 in the lead with 20 Floors not being able to find a single goal yet this game.
Let's see if something can change up into the second half of the game here. 2 minutes 38 to go out of this 5-minute timer. We are ever so close to the halfway point here. You're inside now, trying to see if they can get some traction. Will be met with a bit of resistance. Good carry through, and Kuma pulls through for 20 Floors Up. First goal.
Kuma finally opening up and showing what they're made of. The mastermind behind all the passes has finally stepped up to take the main stage. And 20 Floors Up is sitting on 1 goal and only 2 goals away from reaching the mountain that is Big Goose.
Let's see if they have brought their hiking gear to try and climb the mountain there. Speaking of, Smoopenator now trying to carry the ball forward with their teammates. Do have confidence in them there. Scout, good carry forward. Kuma going to be able to pick it up though. Trying to pass it through to Sweeper. Will be met with a little bit of resistance though from their comrades. Sweeper now ready for it, but it's saved out by Scout.
Now in the hands of Smoopenator, looking to bring it up, denied by Kuma. 20 Floors Up need to find something here. They are waiting. There's only 1:50 left on the clock, and they want to find something now. Scout denying the push, but Exodus isn't going to let it happen. Bringing it off the backboard, and I am just waiting to see something come out of Exodus this game. It's impossible not to happen.
Something's got to happen out of Exodus here. Your prayers may be answered soon, but not for the time being. Smoopenator now looking to drive it forward past Kuma. Kuma good to at least clear it out with their teammate Sweeper there. Not allowing Big Goose's side to get any control, but perhaps it's been left too long. Smoopenator though does have the ball taken straight from them. Clean Dust Mite ready though for the counter-attack as well.
Clean Dust Mite now ready to look to turn this around, defending their goal. They will not let 20 Floors Up take any more goals. There is 60 seconds left on this timer. Hey, so what I said. There are 60 seconds left on the timer as 20 Floors Up still have 2 more goals to find.
2 more goals to find, and it could be more soon. Scout getting so close to that one. Sweeper now trying to push it up. Smoopenator doing a good job to try and block out the 20 Floors Up players. All they need to do is just maintain their scoreline at the moment. Kuma does find a good hit, sending it downfield though. Smoopenator good to clear it out for now. Kuma trying to send it to their teammate. Still going to be airborne. Exodus ready for it. Smoopenator gets the first touch though. Will maintain control here. Desperately attempting something is 20 Floors Up, but the time is trickling down.
Now into Exodus, never going to let that one go in. Big Goose is going to take the lead here with 8 seconds left on the clock. 20 Floors Up are desperate to find something that isn't there. Our clock ticking down, and as it's about to come down to 0, Smoopenator gives it the final bounce on the ground. And look at that, cheers for Big Goose ringing across the crowd as they take their first game of the series.
And just like that, Oscar, it's not over yet. They are still in it to try and win it here as they have taken their first game of the series. And this is only the beginning. They still have to win 2 more games.
2 more games for Big Goose and 1 more for 20 Floors Up, but both teams willing to work just as hard to reach that peak of the prize of the greatest Rocket League team at the Fortress House Cup, presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware.
And let's see which of these two teams will be able to make it happen, as it looks like we are going to be getting us straight into our next game right now. Straight into the kickoff there. Trying to go for something is Sweeper. A lot of aerial traction already. Good redirect coming through from Clean Dustmite though, but Kuma's ready to try and toy with it as well.
Now getting denied that air dribble, and it's up to Clean Dustmite to drive into that ball in reverse and try to keep Big Goose on the ground. 20 Floors Up. Now trying to get that start up, but Clean Dustmite was never going to let that one through. Off to an exciting start to our 4th game. Wow.
4 out of potentially 5 here. This one certainly has the possibility to go the full distance. All going to be dependent on how this one plays out. And Clean Dustmite going to carry it for their team as well. Will be sent back to center field though. Kuma trying to get a little bit more leeway behind it. Clean Dustmite luckily ready though. Sending it further for their teammate Smoopinator. Trying to get the setup here. Will be denied by the wall for the moment.
Scout tries to open it up wide, but can't find the corner of the goal that they were looking for, as now it's up to Kuma to try and bring it back up. Schmoopinator turning the tides. Exodus going to try and match them in the air. Sweeper off the top left corner. It just won't go in. But Clean Dustmite still finds it.
And there we have it. Big Goose take away their first goal there. A nice lead with 3 minutes and 47 seconds to go here. This one is already looking good.
This next kickoff is looking huge as both teams just boost their way into the ball down the center. Only 3 minutes 45 left on the clock as Big Goose holding their lead steadily, but 20 Floors Up are ready to shatter the platform that Big Goose stand on. Now Clean Dustmite sitting comfortably up in the air. That's a big redirect from Scout, but it doesn't find the corner of the goal as Clean Dustmite ready to back up their teammate. Down goes 20 Floors Up as Big Goose now looking to get this turnaround.
Let's see if they can manage it. Straight through to the goals. Yes, they can. Exodus from downtown hits a home run.
Exodus does it again and equalizes the game all round for the 100th time. I mean, what have we come to expect of this grand final? One goal is always answered with another.
Let's see if there is going to be a few more responses coming through as well here. Oscar Smoopinator pushes through, getting so close to it already. Luckily, Sweeper was there. Exodus sending it downfield as well. Trying to see if they can carry it forward. Kuma keeping the ball alive for the moment. Let's see what more magic may be in store here.
Clean Dustmites looking to bring it back up in the opposing goal. Getting denied by Kuma, but holding that possession as Smoopinator doesn't get the redirect they're looking for. On top of the ball, the mechanics from both these teams are unbelievable. This is top-tier Rocket League right in front of you. This is some of the best you will see. 20 Floors Up versus Big Goose. Some of these players are ex-professionals. They've played in some tournaments I've casted ever so recently. This is the top-tier Rocket League right in front of you, so make sure you hold tight on your seats. Your seat belts are in, or else you might just fall off.
We'll see if anyone is going to be falling off the rocket ship or whether we are going to be holding on all the way through here. Clean Dustmite tries to go for the goal there. Scout now trying to go for a reattempt. Smoopinator ready in action as well. Sweeper though, it's a nice hit downfield. Kuma picks it up. They're trying to bounce it off the backboard, but it is going to be directed a different direction by Clean Dustmite there. And Smoopinator now has the opportunity to go for a clearance of their own.
Playing it up to Scout, who's ready to bring it up. Kuma more than ready to deny it, but everyone is on top of the ball. Kuma's past the defensive line. The ball still stays up, and it's up to Smoopinator and the rest of Big Goose to try and push this one off the backboard as Exodus is continuously keeping it in this orange half, and Kuma in the air and off into the goals as 20 Floors Up now take their lead. They are at series points.
My word, 2-1 with 1:38 to go here. This series is getting close as ever right now, but Big Goose, they've still got opportunity. There's still plenty of time to play with here. We'll see if they are going to be able to use it. Ball going downfield already. Sweeper and Co trying to stop them. Oh! Big Goose have done it already. They even it up 2 for 2.
Out of nowhere, Clean Dust Mite just zooms in. Look at that redirect. Unbelievable angles, time and time again, from the player themselves, Clean Dust Mite.
And here we go into another kickoff here. Sweeper and Co trying to push the ball towards Big Goose's side of the field. Won't be able to do it just yet. Plenty of resistance on its way there. Exodus won't be able to get the touches through. Their teammates are ready and waiting. It seems Big Goose, they're just being patient at the moment, trying to see if they can get into their own flow state.
That's almost put in front of the goal, and don't forget, if 20 Floors Up here finds another goal, that means they will be the Fortress House Cup champions. Big Goose need to win one more to bring this to a definite match point. Now 20 Floors Up still looking, 50 seconds left on the clock. Sweeper denied.
The denial comes through there. Ball going to be bouncing off the crossbar this time. We're going to see what they can manage here. 40 seconds to go at this point. Smoothinator desperately trying to defend the goal. Keep it away from there as much as possible. Looks like the ball will be directed back to the blue side of the field. 30 seconds to go now. Smoothinator and Co ready to see if they can flow their way towards something else. But one time after another, the players are ready to keep the ball away from their goals.
Exodus on top of the ball, now turning around. 15 seconds left inside 20 Floors Up's half. Big Goose now just trying to keep it in, trying to find something. Exodus denies the last second goal, but Smoothinator is not ready to let it go. Scout on the back. Overtime is looking likely. The ball flying down the field, and we have ticked into our next overtime once again.
Oh my word, overtime after overtime. It is just such an insane series coming through here with all the overtimes. We'll see how long this one will last though. Smoothinator taking some great control, trying to send it downfield. It's above the goals, there's opportunity there. Sweeper though, takes that away, clearing it downfield.
The next goal could decide our Fortress House Cup winner. 20 Floors Up. If they find something here, they take the crown. But Big Goose is going to fight as hard as they can, tooth and nail, to bring it back. As Clean Dust Mite off the crossbar, just can't find it, but it shows the potential they have. They know what they're looking for, and they will continue to work as hard as they can to reach it.
Certainly getting as close as possible here. Scout and Co though, trying to see if they can push the ball through towards the opposition's goals. Smoothinator ready and waiting, balls up high. Clean Dust Mite might be able to play off this one. No, it is going to be cleared out by Kuma. Scout still going to try and go for second innings though. Smoothinator looking to do a bit of the same, at least get the tap through there, stopping Exodus from getting complete control. Now Clean Dust Mite and Co though, going to be caught. Trying to do something with it. Scout gets a bit more traction here. Maybe this is something. Smoothinator's ready.
Clean Dust Mite looking off the side post. Smoothinator can't get it towards the goals. I am on the edge of my seat. Smoothinator on top of the ball again. Can't keep their hands on top of it, but Big Goose still manages to hold on to this ball. Scout now handing it off to Sweeper, but deflected towards 20 Floors side. Smoothinator now wanting to steal it from Exodus. Can they keep possession? Can they bring it forward? Bringing it down from the sky and just guiding it in. Doesn't find the right path.
Don't find the right path there, and the game will go on here. Clean Dust Mite though, great control in the ceiling. Gonna push it straight towards the goal. Sweeper saves it out though. Good clearance. Smoothinator gonna see if they can attempt something as well. Kuma and Smoothinator might be fighting it out, but alas, the ball still going to remain on 20 Floors Up side of the field for the moment. Sweeper desperately trying to see if they can do something with it. Ball going to bounce right near the goals, and it will be sent straight back to Kuma. They try and get more control off this one. Bounces towards the goals again, but no one is able to deliver.
Do not blink or you will miss it as Clean Dust Mite picks up the next ball. Smoothinator running to pick it back up. No one on Big Goose to defend the goal if it comes down. It's moving off the backboard. As 20 Floors Up still hold possession of the ball. Big Goose stealing it away. As Smoothinator now coming down the curve. Can't get it over Exodus. Possession is denied. Clean Dust Mite trying to win it back. Scout zooming to deny the goal.
Let's see if they are going to be zooming their way forward once again here. Smoothinator gets a nice pick up there. Going to send it down. Kuma ready to defend it though. Exodus Now looking to drive it through for their teammates as well. Good to send it to the corner. Oh, so close, but they will be able to defend it.
How do they not find it? Off the crossbar, onto the ground, and out, not in. 20 Floors Up have not managed to take the title yet. We are 3 minutes 20 into our overtime, and Big Goose are still contenders for the title. Exodus denying it from Swoopinator, heading towards that Big Goose goal. That's a big demo down. Double from Clean Dustmite as Scouts ready to bring it up. That's an open field. Exodus can't deny it all on their own. Clean Dustmite through the air. Kuma trying to stop the 50.
We'll see if they are going to be able to stop or more than just that. As we push forward, Scout here looking to drive it. Kuma good to stop it though. Clean Dustmite looking to do a bit of the same. Swoopinator absolutely sending it downtown there. Sweeper though, good to at least clear it out for their team. Scout still keeping it sky high though. Exodus passing it off to Kuma there. They're just trying to get this away from their goals as quickly as possible, but it doesn't look like they're finding much success. The aggression from Big Goose here is just tremendous.
And that's an open goal! And it ends like this. Someone take the broom away because Sweeper is too clean with it. What a way to finish it off.
My word, they have done it. 20 Floors Up are your Fortress House Cup champions.
Unbelievable. What a way to finish it off. 20 Floors Up. Please give your winners a big round of applause for that unbelievable victory.
Fantastic job of coming through there, and as you can see, standings are as follows. 20 Floors Up taking away first place there, $700 dues, followed by Big Goose in second, taking away $400 dues, and third and fourth place with Business as Usual and Leg will be taking away $200 each respectively.
Please, Matt, take my pulse right now. It's far too
You don't
hard.
have one. Are you a vampire?
My heart is racing after watching that, and if yours isn't, I might be a bit concerned. What a win from 20 Floors Up. They have worked so hard for that, and you know, I feel like when you live in a room with on the 20th floor with those mates time and time again, it's hard not to win a Rocket League game at our Fortress House Cup. Thank you once again, presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware.
Fantastic efforts, honestly, from all the teams that participated in the tournament here today. A big shout out to each and every one of you who did participate, and a shout out to everyone who came along to spectate the tournament as well.
That was unbelievable. What a tournament for the Rocket League Fortress House Cup. I mean, every house had an opportunity to be represented, at least a little bit, and every single game was just amazing. Let's talk about that grand final. You can't make it up.
That was just absolutely storied all throughout, honestly. Like, as you said, you can't make it up. Overtime after overtime after overtime. It just keeps going on. It's the game that just kept on giving. And let's look back into it in the Telstra Player of the Day replay.
Our first game, 20 Floors Up did take the victory here, and they opened up with a big goal by the player themselves, Exodus. Exodus is just finding goals again and again and again. Clean Dustmite was amazing for Big Goose as they managed to take that first big lead, and they even got further with a third goal. But 20 Floors Up were not ready to take the game there. They found their second off the crossbar, and then Sweeper found the third to equalize the game. We moved into an extremely long overtime, and the clock just ticked down until Sweeper could take that first game.
Look at that. Just love that. The competitiveness coming through there, saying, yep, we're coming for you out of that one. Obviously in to game 2 as well. Many goals being traded out by both sides respectively there. Just blow after blow for both teams. You can see just as soon as one takes the lead over and over again, they manage to snap it back into the equalizer, and it just continues the cycle over and over again.
Hey, as you're saying, it felt like I was watching a boxing match, honestly. You're looking, one blow, the next blow, the one after that, time and time again, and it looks like 20 Floors Up were the ones who got the knockout. At the last moment, they found that open goal in the overtime when I was holding my breath. And 20 Floors Up did take their second game. We're going to see Big Goose take their first one here. Swoopinator just on top of the game every single time. They were both unbelievable teams as Big Goose finally found their first game of the series as we look towards the fourth and final game. 20 Floors Up and Big Goose were both looking incredible as Big Goose opened the scoring, but 20 Floors Up gave them a blow back. Then 20 Floors Up found an even bigger advantage with a 1-2. Good night. We see Sweeper trying to deny that goal, but Big Goose comes in with a big left hook. Overtime. Out of nowhere. Looking for that next goal. 20 Floors Up is right there, and they find the knockout.
Fantastic stuff coming through, honestly, throughout the series, because both teams, they just managed to deliver on every single caliber. You can see the energy out of that one. They must be feeling such relief after managing to win out the series. Just giving each other a pat on the back. A solid effort all the way through there for our champions, 20 Floors Up.
So let's reiterate, 20 Floors Up, now that they've managed to successfully take away the game, that means they are the lovely owners of $700. Not a number you can divide. Is it a number you can divide into three?
I'm sure there's a way. Get your calculator out, you know.
Yeah. And here we go. We've had our standings for not only the $700 they've taken home today, but all the points they've taken. Hey, look at that. Look at all the gym there. Pretty happy to see that. But there is a lot of Karina. You know, it's all up the top, but it's good to see some representation for you, Matt.
Wow, there was another Karina team. Let's go. No, big shout out to all the teams there. Obviously, 1,000 points taken away by 20 Floors Up. Big Goose taken away 700 points there. Business as usual, 500 points alongside Leg. And following suit, 250 points between Blue, Brobble Eggs, Grand Platinums, Ignista Esports. And then we have plenty more teams taking away 50 points each in We Have a Caster and more.
That's right. There are so many fantastic teams that played today. Let's take a look at our standings so far. We're still looking at Velo's standing all the way up there on 4,500 points, but not too far behind. We do have the team, yours truly, Jim, on 3,300, and then we're sitting there 2,450 for Karina, as well as that 1,900 still steadily catching up with Boots.
Definitely keen to see how the standings do shape up heading into the rest of our tournaments as well. Pushing forward to our next game, which will be on the 24th of September in Tetris Effect Connected. And be sure to register for that one at fortressmelbourne.com/housecup or tiny.cc/FHC.
What a fantastic night. We've had our big winners, our big runner-ups, our semi-finalists all walking home with prizes and points, and we even have all our other winners taking away the Alienware MVP, the Telstra Play of the Day, and our very own Fortress Jester.
Absolutely. Great to see that we do have some players taking away those rewards respectively there, and we have plenty of teams taking away their points for their houses.
I gotta say, Matt, casting today with you was an honor. The audience was unbelievable, so thank you all for coming out to the Fortress House Cup. It was absolutely fantastic. I had a blast. I hope you had a blast sitting here in the Fortress Arena, the Alienware Arena. And even if you're at home, I hope you had a fantastic time sitting there. I'm Quicksand. This is Matsy. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, on our socials. That's at @Quicksand_. Matt?
And at Matsy123.
And on that note, don't forget to follow at Fortress Melb on all social medias. And from me, all the production and all the Fortress, thank you for coming to the Fortress House Cup, presented by Telstra and supported by Alienware. Everyone get home safe and have a good night.